How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Brought to you as a special sports presentation by Parkview Sports Medicine, a winning combination with the IHSAA, and by Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket. Also brought to you by Meyer, proud supporters of youth sports. Momper Insulation, with over 40 years of quality professional insulation. Walburn Financial Management, providing affordable solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. By Midwest America Credit Union, altogether better. By Signature Style Rings, enhance the self-esteem of your student athlete. Jefferson Point, shopping with a special point of view. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Aaron Chiropractic, specializing in spinal health. By Stiefel, a firm of choice. Tom Steel Tire Service, building trust with customers for over 30 years, and with special promotional consideration by the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette. Nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. Now let's head to the stadium and join Joe Parson with all the action.
Tonight's the start of the 43rd annual IHSAA football tournament all across Indiana. And tonight our Fox focus is on the 6A Sectional 3 matchup between Carroll and Warsaw. Hi everybody, I'm Joe Parson. Welcome into Charger Field for tonight's opening round meeting. These two teams are really no strangers. They've met in tournament play each of the past two seasons. Carroll winning both those meetings, 40-3 last year, a game that was played in Warsaw, and 42-7 on this field in 2013. Chargers finished in a three-way tie for third place in the SAC. Tonight they seek their third straight win. 1 week ago on this field, Carroll looked impressive in taming a pretty good Concordia team 49-7 and holding SAC top running back Peterson Curligran to just 20 yards rushing. Warsaw, meanwhile, comes to Fort Wayne hoping to put the Skids on a two-game losing streak after dropping a late 22-17 decision at Northern Lakes champion Concord last Friday night. Tigers are 4-5 overall, finishing in a tie for 5th place in the NLC. If Warsaw has one advantage really, then it might be in turnovers. They are plus 10 for the year. Let the tournament begin. Glad you could join us here tonight, and we'll take a break. We'll be back with both head coaches. Doug Dinan of Carroll will be up first when we return after this timeout. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular, something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP.
Excellent idea.
Bold move, JP.
We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
Every small business person has the same dread: taxes, reports, and bookkeeping. What are you to do? You know you can't afford the big guys to keep you legal and solvent. Well, now there's Walburn Financial Management to save the day. Here's their number. You're going to want to remember this one: 260-459-2240. That's 459-2240. Why? Well, Walburn Financial Management specializes in the little guy. With reasonable rates and sensible retainers, Walburn Financial Management, simply perfect for the small business budget.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
And now back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Barson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Earlier we had a chance to check in the locker room with head coach Doug Dine in his 6th year, and he was talking about the cadets and what a great job Carroll did last week in defending.
Cordia, very physical, flying to the ball, playing extremely, hard and tough football as we demand of them. And that's got to be the case if we're going to make a tournament run, and they have to continue to play at that level.
Let's talk about your offense. A lot of creativity, I thought, last week. A lot of different formations. You showed power, spread offense. The passing game was clicking. Nick Novotny, I thought, put on a dancing show. I mean, he really had some quick, nifty moves. Schmeling also yards after the catch. And again, it looks like your offense is where you want it to be.
Yeah, well, we have to be diverse, and we have to be able to throw the ball, run the ball. We have to be able to play with some power, some physicality. The offensive line, I think, is improving. There's a great deal of stability, and consistency with our personnel on the offensive side. Aiden's distributing the ball very well. We got 4 receivers that are running routes, catching balls extremely well. As you said, and Nick and Alex are running the ball downhill and getting yards, and that's what we have to have.
Let's talk about Warsaw coming in, and this is a team last couple of years you've pretty well dominated as far as tournament play, but this is in the new year, another opportunity. They come in minus Riley Rhodes, I believe. I've not gotten an update on him, but 74 catches he's had this year. I understand he took a hit on the knee last year, but break down the Tigers a little bit, how maybe this team is different this year than what you saw the last year or two.
Well, they're similar to what they did last year, and they were spread last year for the first time in several years. Coach Jensen's son is the quarterback, a junior, and he distributes the ball really well. He's got, I think he's got about 1,700 yards passing. And Riley Rhodes is a very good receiver, and you're right on the statistics. We don't know. We've heard the same thing. We don't know about his injury status or if he's going to be playing or what that is. We have to prepare for the fact that he'll be on the field, and we'll adjust as the game goes. But they run the ball well at the same time. Their offensive line is good size. Defensively, they get after it too. They've got some good size on the defensive side. They fly to the ball. They've got some good linebackers. And so we've got to play our football. We've got to take care of the football, and we've got to be physical. We've got to move the sticks. We've got to play good special teams, and we'll be all right.
How about turnovers too? Because I think they're plus 10, plus 11, had 2 block punts last week despite their loss. So again, that can be a big factor, especially in a tournament game.
Without question, that is the deciding factor in any game. It doesn't matter what the level is. High school football, if you turn the ball over, you might not be playing another week. And we have turned it over a couple times. Last week we had 1 fumble and 1 snap that went over the quarterback's head. That was the end of the game, with our freshman in. But still, it counts as a turnover. And we've got to take care of the football. We've got to create turnovers. We got to jump on the board quick. We've got to be physical from the start, and we got to play well.
Head coach Doug Dine with his take on the matchup here tonight at home. And speaking of home, the Chargers are 3-1 this year on this field. Last year, of course, tremendous year for Carroll. They went 11-1. They won their first 11 ball games. They beat Homestead 20-0 for the sectional championship, then lost at Carmel in the regional. We'll take a break. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with head coach Phil Jensen in his 16th year as head man of the Warsaw Tigers. They come in at 4-5 on the year. 3-4 they finished in the Northern Lakes Conference. That's coming up in 2 minutes, and this is IHS AA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center. The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Trust the doctors at the IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Comets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, or joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHS AA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Let's check in with head coach Phil Jensen, longtime coach of the Warsaw Tigers. And coach, I know you come in on the road in the first tournament game, trying to break a two-game losing streak. Tough outing last week against Concord. Looked like you had them until the final 3-4 minutes. And talk about your team is one of the themes this week, play 48 minutes.
Well, the last two games in a row that we've lost, we've given up scores in the final minute to lose. Northwood in the last seconds of the game, and then two scores like you talked about against Concord. The great thing is our kids are playing hard. You know, we've battled a lot of adversity with injuries, and Riley Rhodes is now out for this game, but our kids don't give up, and that's great. And it shows, you know, we're 4-5, and that's not where we wanted to be when this season started, but we've been in every game, led or tied at every game going in late into the second half. Lost a lot of close games, but they show up and they come to work, and I'm just real proud of them.
You mentioned Rhodes, and I'd be remiss, 74 catches this year, and what a loss, but what a spectacular talent. Talk about him a little bit, what he's meant to your team.
Oh, he's just a great kid. Big, tall, athletic, sure hands, runs really good routes, gets open, can play inside or outside, which really helped us because we could move him around, which made him tough for teams to game plan. And, you know, it's just a big part of our offense.
McGarvey had a big game, young sophomore running back, a lot of carries last week. I know you didn't have that much rushing yards, but anytime, I know you like to pass the ball, but you got to run to be able to pass sometimes.
Absolutely.
Talk about the philosophy tonight.
And that's been the bugaboo the last 2 weeks, you know, and in several of our losses when we can't establish some type of running game. Because if a team can just set 5 guys in the box and play coverage with 6, that's really tough to throw the ball. But we'll come in just like we have. We got 2 running backs, Robbie Sullivan and Will McGarvey. We can keep them fresh, which is nice. We've got our left tackle, Matt Anthony, is back tonight, which hopefully will help that a little bit as well. So we won't just live on throwing the ball. We can't be successful against a team like this.
We'll break down Carroll very quickly for me. And, you know, what do you feel from a Warsaw standpoint you got to do to win tonight?
Well, they just keep reloading. The coaches and the staff does a great job, and they're big, strong, athletic. You know, the quarterback can kill you with his arm, and he can also run the ball. You know, that middle linebacker, he's a beast. He's all over it. But it's just not those 2 guys. I mean, they're 2 Division I football players, don't get me wrong, but they've got a lot of talent around them. They play very hard and they're disciplined. If we're going to be successful tonight, we've got to create some turnovers.
Let's check in with head coach. Well, as you can tell, the wind is a factor here tonight. It's exactly opposite as it was last week when it was coming over our shoulders from behind us out of the west. Tonight, it's out of the east, a little bit out of the east-southeast, and the American flag is just straight out. So they're saying 61 degrees here just ahead of kickoff, cloudy skies, but possible late showers. We're hoping we get this one in before the rains may materialize. But right now, the weatherman's saying winds out out of the east at 8 miles an hour, but as we mentioned, it is gusting crosswind here at Carroll Field. As far as Phil Jensen is concerned, they are in his 16th year as the head coach, 4-5 coming in, 3-4 in the Northern Lakes. They are just 1-3 though this year on the road. A year ago they finished at 5-5. They lost in the first round of the sectionals to Carroll at home by a final score of 40-3. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. 3 minutes. We'll be back and we'll set the stage for this ball game and take a look around some of the other sectional opening matchups elsewhere in the state of Indiana, here in Northeast Indiana, when we return. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Next time you're downtown and needing to feed your sweet tooth, you're just a few steps away from Rudy's, Fort Wayne's perfect location for stocking up on those famous to brands gourmet chocolates the Summit City is famous for. Rudy's is located just catty corner from the main entrance to Parkview Field. In fact, Rudy's is a great place to meet up with friends before an event at the ballpark. There's even outside patio seating, ideal for relaxing after work. With a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas to choose from as well, Rudy's, distinctly different in downtown Fort Wayne.
Hi, I'm Charlie Momper from Momper Insulation. We've been around since 1956 and we're still the #1 name in insulation. Chances are you've seen us re-insulating the home in your neighborhood, where we blow insulation into the sidewalls and attic to make your heating and cooling more efficient. Give us a call and let's talk about all the insulation options we have available to help you save money. I know we can do the job for you. You've got my word on it. Call us at 432-7543.
Sold. That's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goal. Select the proper loan and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
McDonald's knows that not all deals are good.
I mean, what is that?
It's called an umbrella. It's an umbrella for dudes. Comes with 6 different attachments. Flashlight, crowbar, stapler.
You paid money for that?
I did.
Here's a great deal that's real. Kick up your morning with our new chorizo burrito. Zesty chicken chorizo, scrambled eggs, peppers, onions, and melty cheese in a flour tortilla. Get 2 chorizo burritos for just $3 at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Price of single item posted on menu board.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros? Check. College? Check. Your 8-year-old's Pee-wee game? Big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meijer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate. Tailgater at Meijer.
Brought to you by Meijer. Meijer is proud to support IHSAA football.
You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week on WGL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back to Charger Field. I'm Joe Parson. Glad you could join us here tonight for this opening round Sectional 3 matchup. As we wait for the Carroll Chargers to come back onto the field, Warsaw to our right in the south end zone grouped up, and we'll be getting this one underway in just a couple of minutes. Tigers dropped their second game in a row, losing a tough one at Concord to the Minutemen last Friday night, 22-17. Concord 2 touchdowns in the final 4 minutes to claim that come-from-behind victory. Warsaw led 17-10 into the fourth quarter, and even 17-16 with under 4 minutes to play, but a 65-yard touchdown pass by Concord with 1:52 to play ended up winning it for the Northern Lakes champions, for the Minutemen winning at 22-17. Quarterback Michael Jensen, 13 of 35 through the air a week ago, 114 yards, no touchdowns. He was picked off once. He ran for a touchdown. Big stat, he was sacked 5 times. Robbie Sullivan, the running back, ran ran for 1 touchdown. As we mentioned, the big loss, 6'4" junior, well, Jeremy David, 6'4" junior tight end, led them with 5 catches, 40 yards. But the big loss on the night, Riley Rhodes, 6'4" senior, who has tied the school record with 74 catches. He took a hit on the knee, did not return, and leads in several categories: receiving yards, 783, 8 touchdowns, and that is a big loss. As far as the defense for the Tigers, Dylan Childers finished with 10.5 tackles. Jeremy David had 2 tackles, but also 2 blocked punts. And they ran for just a net 13 yards against Concord, so that will be something to keep our eyes on here tonight. As far as the Chargers, they have now won 2 straight ball games at home, each with 49 points scored. They beat Concordia last Friday night here 49-7. Carroll put together 486 yards of total offense, 174 yards rushing, 312 through the air. Chargers stretched out a 14-7 first quarter lead, shutting out the Cadets the rest of the way in the 42-point victory. Aiden Smith ran for 1 score, threw for 3 more, 21 of 29 through the air with the 312 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception. Also ran 7 times for 57 yards and 1 touchdown. As far as the running backs, Nick Novotny and Nick Parker also 1 touchdown each. Wide receiver Jordan Schmeling paced the Charger receivers. He had 6 catches for 130 yards and 1 touchdown. Referee tonight is Brian Moser. We do not have the reenactment of the coin toss. And we'll see. It looks like I believe that Carroll won the toss deferred. So we will see Warsaw when we get this going. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the opening kickoff. IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Text the word Fast Signs to 90407 to receive sales and discounts.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Let's correct that. It is Warsaw that won the toss and deferred, so it will be Carroll that gets the first opportunity. Chargers will run the ball out of the north end zone to our left, so Warsaw kicking away from right to left as we're ready to go here on the opening night of this 43rd annual IHSAA Sectional Football Tournament. Dylan Connors up deep. They've got 3 back deep, including Blake Schumacher, and we're ready to go to work here at Charger Field. Here comes the kick by Warsaw. Line drive, hooking near side. That's going to kick out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. That'll draw the penalty flag. So barring a re-kick, it'll be Carroll's football at their own 35-yard line. 61 degrees at kickoff, as we mentioned. Winds out of the east at about 9 miles an hour.
First possession.
Showers predicted later on tonight. Hopefully that will not be a factor before we get this game into the books. Brian Moser, our referee tonight. And Carroll huddling up. They'll work from left to right. They have not yet marked the ball ready for plays. Now Carroll comes up to the line of scrimmage. An offensive line that averages 263 a man tackle to tackle. And now what do we have? A penalty called. Well, apparently not.
Penalty is a false start on Warsaw. First and 10 for Carroll.
So it is Carroll's football at the 35-yard line. Aiden Smith out of the pistol lineman's got motion from left to right, throws the ball. There's a catch. Cody Dinan with a little toss near side, a little razzle-dazzle right off the play to Justin Becker, taking that hook and lateral boy, they're throwing out all the stops here. I complimented Doug Dinan on the creativity we saw last week against Concordia. They had power, full house backfields, spread offense, you name it, and now they start with a little trick play, and they've got a first down across their own 45-yard line. No motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Smith looking to hand the ball off. Here's a hole into the second level inside the 45 of Warsaw, and that's a give to Nick Novotny, who played and ran so well last Friday night. 6 carries a week ago for 37 yards, averaged over 6 yards a carry, and had a touchdown. And 2 plays, 2 first downs, as they'll mark it at the 42-yard line of the Warsaw Tigers. And here come the Carroll Chargers. They've got an empty backfield now, 3 wide to the left side, 2 split wide to the right. And Aiden Smith loads and fires short. Dinan's got it in trying to find his way down to the 35-yard line, and going to mark him short of the 35, back at the 36. That's the first play where they've not converted and picked up a first down, but it'll be a gain of 6 yards through the air. Aiden Smith, 21 of 29 for 312 yards last week, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 72% completion average. Here's a read option as he works inside, tackled right at the 35, as coming up and wrapping up, that was Brock Riley, who had 2 tackles last week against Concord. And that'll be a gain of about, well, it'll bring up 3rd down and a short 2. Those are the football just outside the Warsaw 33. 3rd down and short. Now they come back to that Delta formation, full house backfield, and they'll look to give it off. And here's second effort by Dylan, or check it, it is Dylan Connor was running the football. Connor with 5 carries last week, 39 yards. He averaged nearly 8 yards a carry, and cut back to the middle of the field, and he brings it down inside the 30-yard line to the 27. 1st and 10 Chargers. Impressive opening drive in the making. Running back flanked off to the left side of Aiden Smith. 1st and 10 once again, checking that Warsaw defense. And looking, read option once again. Aiden Smith looking for running room. Now there's a penalty flag as he fights his way off tackle to the right. Got it down to about the 26, but let's see if we're going to have our first penalty of the ball game. And if so, if it's against Carroll, it is going against the Chargers. That'll back them up. As far as penalties last week, Carroll had 7 for 100 yards. Warsaw in their game against Concord had 8 penalties for 60 yards. So the first little negative of the evening against the Chargers, penalty is going to back them up outside the Warsaw 40 to the 41-yard line. Dying into the ball game, wide to the short side to the right. It'll be first down and 24. 2 wide to the left. Smith barks out the signals, looks to Novotny. No, he kept it himself on a read option fake and rolls around the left side. And second effort, got it inside the 35, back down to the 34. Another late penalty flag. Personal foul against Carroll. So that'll be a major penalty. So we mentioned last week, Chargers penalized 100 yards, and now that's going to move them back close to midfield. Was first down and 24, and the penalty is going to move the ball back to the 49-yard line of the Tigers. So mistakes, back-to-back penalties, backing up the Chargers with this prolific offense. Now they go with an eye. The up back is Nick Parker in a straight eye formation. Under center, Aiden Smith, play action fake, wants to throw. Rush is coming, steps up the pocket, throws it as far as he can. He's got Dinan down there. He's got the catch inside the 5 and down to the 1. Knee may have hit back at the 2, but a big play on first down and 32. And they're going to get about 30 yards of that. And they'll bring up first down and goal with a ball inside the Warsaw 5 at the 9:48 mark. It'll be first and goal at the 2-yard line. Dinan got a step on the deep post pattern. It'll be first and goal. And let's see, Connor comes in as he is the tailback in that Delta formation. It's kind of the reverse of the wishbone. Now a little confusion on the offensive line. Play clock is down to 5, and let's see if Carroll's going to take a timeout, and they will. Play clock was about to expire, so we have no score. 9:20 remaining in the opening quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we return for the Chargers knocking on the door. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Where do savvy sports fans in the Summit City go when they need to know more than just the score? It's an easy choice. No other media outlet covers the local sports scene like the Journal-Gazette. You get 7-day sideline coverage from the area's most experienced and knowledgeable sports staff. It's a commitment to Fort Wayne that the Journal-Gazette takes very seriously. When you need to know the story behind the story, nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. And even when you're on the go, you can still catch up on the latest sports news online at www.journalgazette.net or from your mobile device at www.jgmobile.net. Start your sports day right, every day, 7 days a week with the Journal-Gazette. Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Didn't take long as the full house set for the Chargers, and Dylan Connor gets the call as he rolls right up the middle, untouched into the end zone. Officially a run of 2 yards at the 9:25 mark. And now let's see if Jack Shannon will be the place. No, it's Anzini that will attempt the extra point. He is 28 of 28 on extra points this year. And the right-footed kick end over end is on the way, and it's good. And Carroll with an impressive opening drive to start the ball game. 7-0 in favor of the Chargers here at home. We'll step out. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Did you know the IRS tax code now consists of nearly 80,000 pages of rules and regulations? It's enough to make you cry. But now there's real affordable help right here in Fort Wayne. Walbert Financial Management, a firm that cuts right through the legalese, working hard for you, providing external solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. Walbert Financial Management, taking flawless care of all your personal reporting, P&L, or even individual tax requirements. Give them a call, 260-459-2240. You'll sleep better at night being assured everything's taken care of. Walbert Financial Management. And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. So it's Dylan Connor. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, set up by the 47-yard pass to the 2. Cody Dinan set things up. And now it's 7-0 in favor of the Carroll Chargers, kicking away from left to right. This is a crosswind to the west, and that kick is sailing out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty against Carroll. So Warsaw will try to benefit this. They'll go 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Warsaw will start their first drive.
So we'll see Michael Jensen, the 6'1 junior quarterback. His stats coming in 169 of 326 through the air. Completion average of 52%. He's thrown for just under 2,000 passing yards, 1949 coming in, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's averaging over 216 yards a game through the air. Missing his top receiver, Riley Rhodes, out at least for tonight and possibly for the rest of the year. 74 catches on the season and 8 receiving touchdowns. Shotgun formation, Jensen. 3 wide to the right side, 2 back safeties for Carroll. First snap from scrimmage. Blitz coming defensive left side by Dylan Connor. Here's a pump fake and a throw near side, and that's thrown away. Looking for Thomas Hickerson. A little stop and go on the pump fake. And that might just have been a good read by Michael Jensen, realizing initially that Hickerson was covered up. And a little stop and go trying to set that up. It's incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Check the running back. It looks like it'll be Rob Sullivan to start the ball game. 85 carries coming in for 279 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. He's offset to the right side. Again, Connor threatens blitz up the middle. They give to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to turn the corner left side and does. Got across the 35 to the 37. Took a big hit as Connor chased him down. A little help by Jamesic as well. Jamesic 5 tackles last week, 2.5 for loss, 2.5 sacks. Carroll had 4 sacks on the night, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Ball's at the 37-yard line, 3rd down and let's call it 7. From the left side hash mark, Jensen ready to take the snap. Blitz again. Now they back off. Is rolled to the right side. Jensen looking, throws on the run. He's got a catch, and that'll be first down. Little score out pattern run on the far side by Thomas Hickerson. They had one catch for 14 yards, so some positive play for the Warsaw Tigers as they're nearing midfield. It'll be 1st and 10. Let's see where they put that ball. They'll put it squarely on. Nose of the football just inside the Warsaw side of midfield. 1st and 10, but improving field position for the Tigers. 7-0 Carroll in the early going. Jensen barking out the signal. Short drop, looks right, throws right. That one is caught, and they'll rule it a catch inside the Carroll 40-yard line. That's Brock Riley. Tall receivers for Warsaw. Riley had one catch for 10 yards. He goes 6'3". Hickerson, we mentioned earlier, he's 6'3". DeAndre Street is 6'1". And Jeremy David also in the game. He is a 6'4" junior. So a lot of tall targets. Now a bunch line up to the wide side to the left for Jensen. Got another first down at the Carroll 38-yard line. They'll run the ball with Sullivan. Running room off to the right side. Nudges inside the Carroll 35 and finally knocked out of bounds. They're going to rule him down on the far side, short of the first down stick, inside the Carroll 34 at about the 33, just inside the 33-yard line. 8:15, time remaining first quarter. Second down after a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Bunch line up again to the left. And here's the short drop. Jensen wanting to throw. Steps up the pockets. Got running room now. Spun around from behind trying to protect the ball. Got inside the 25. Down to about the 23. That'll be good for another first down. So both teams having good success in the early going, moving the football offensively.
49.
Jeremy David now comes in. They'll split him out to the left side. And let's see, Warsaw not huddling up, standing around. Play clock running. We're down to 13. Game clock at 7:47. 7-0 in favor of Carroll. It's first down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Jensen again looking. Hands the ball off. This time, nothing there. Zach Schaefer came up and had the first penetration on the running play that time to give to Rob Sullivan. So second down might be a little bit of a loss. Second down, let's still call it 10. This time now they've got two wide either side of the field. For Michael Jensen, the junior quarterback, 6'1". Little motion at the line of scrimmage defensively, but Carroll able to reset. Play clock inside of 10 once again. Jensen now checking that Warsaw sideline for the play call. He's got it, takes the snap, wants to throw again. Right hand delivery, and the right side picked off. And a run to the left side. That's Schumacher, I believe. Schumacher inside the 40, inside the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and to the house. Blake Schumacher, as he's done so many times unofficially, a 75-yard pick, 6. And the touchdown at the 6:48 mark makes it 13-0 in favor of the Carroll Chargers. Well, that time, Schumacher read the eyes of Michael Jensen all the way and just stepped in front of the intended receiver and had clear sailing down the left sidelines. And some good offense by Carroll, and now some timely defense on the pick 6 as Schumacher. Had 7 tackles, 1 pass defended last week. Here is the extra point on the way by Anzini, and it is good. That will make it 14-0. So good start for the Carroll Chargers here at home. And we'll step out for this word. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center. Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Carroll with good offense and now good defense, good timely defense as they lead at 14-0, and now the Chargers will kick it away from left to right.
Shannon set the kickoff for Carroll. Riley deep.
Brock Riley back deep. He had 4 kickoff returns last week, averaged over 16 yards a kick return. Expecting the kick by Shannon to come to the near side. 14-0 Carroll. And here comes the kick, high end over end. That'll stay in play. Riley's got it at the 2. Brings it straight up the middle, 5-10. Looking for some running room, picks his way left side and runs to the wall at the 20. So it'll be Warsaw back to work offensively now. 1st and 10, but they trail by 14 here on the road.
Tigers have it 1st and 10.
Other games going on elsewhere in this Sectional 3 6A matchup. It's Homestead playing in Northrop tonight. A lot of the 5A teams not playing till next week. They start a week late. In the 4A sectional matchup, East Noble against Northwood. South taking on Marion. Logansport at Leo. Wayne and Dwenger. And New Haven at Mississinawa tonight. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. As Jensen going back to work 3 wide to the right side, wants to throw again, has time in the pocket, throws near side of that one. Wynn caught that one. That one goes onto the track, the cross-country track. So that one, well, that was over the player's bench and everything. Incomplete. That interception, Michael Jensen, his 6th of the year. He was sacked 5 times last week by Concord. 13 of 35 through the air, 114 yards. 1 interception last week, and he's been picked here tonight for the pick 6. 2nd down and 10. The work from the left side hash mark. Jensen barking out the signals and looking again. They want to run the ball, and absolutely nothing. Jamesich pinched in there. Connor with some support as well. That time it was Will McGarvey, a 5'8" sophomore running back who had 24 carries last week against the Minutemen, but just 43 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. Zach Schaefer, one of the defensive tackles. Chase Walter, I believe, is in there defensively for the Chargers as well. 3rd down and long. Jensen with the snap again. Looks, steps up on the pocket. Now he can run, and no, he's hauled down from behind. Got just to the 21-yard line. So good defense by Carroll. Once again, they'll force the punt. And we're expecting to see Andrew Mevis in to punt the ball. He had 10 punts last week, averaging over 35 yards a punt. For the year, he's averaging just under 40 yards. He has had 3 kicks blocked, though. He'll wait inside his own 10 at about the 8-yard line. 1 back and punt return at the 47 of Warsaw for Carroll. Waiting for the snap. It's a high snap, and Mevis has got it. Got it away. Nice kick as that one sails, though. Wynn caught it again and carries it out of bounds near side. We'll see where they mark it out of bounds. And wow, they're going to mark it right at the Carroll 40-yard line. That ball looked like the wind was carrying it to the near side. They sometimes line those one up, but that's where the Chargers will go back to work on offense with 5:06 remaining in this opening quarter. 14-0 Chargers. They got a 2-yard touchdown run followed by a pick 6, 75-yard interception by Blake Schumacher, and their lead is 14-0. Back comes Aiden Smith into the ball game out of the shotgun, looking to hand the ball off on the read option. Sweep coming to the right side, and that'll be a gain of Enzamino, getting the call, angling to the right side, and pick up a 5. They're going to say stepped out of bounds back just outside the 23, so let's call it a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Halen Newland into the game, part of a trips package wide to the left side. And here's Aiden Smith wanting to throw. The blitz is coming, and he is going to be hauled down. At that time, the backside was open as Brock Riley came in from his left defensive linebacker spot, and he did not get picked up. So there'll be a loss of back outside or inside the 40-yard line, back around the 38-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Chargers. And Savino stays in as the running back. And the Chargers this time will have 3 wide to the right, which becomes the wide side of the field. Smith rolls to the right side, buying some time, looking, throws on the run. He's got a fingertip catch that's dropped. Cody Dinah, that ball might have been knocked down a little bit by the wind at the last moment. He had it for a moment, but tried to turn and run. The ball was not there. That would have been for a first down, and we'll see the first punt of the ball game for Jack Shannon. Shannon with 37 punts this year. He's got a long of 63. He's had 1 kick blocked. Averaging over 37 yards a punt. Last week, 2 punts for 43.5 yards, had a long of 46. Tigers putting 9 men up on the line of scrimmage. 1 deep. 2 linebackers in there. Shannon with time got it away. End over end kick. That one will hit at the 35. Takes a bit of a Carroll bounce. And then was it touched? Apparently not, as everybody just froze on the play. It'll be Warsaw's ball at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers with 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Carroll with an opening drive, good for a touchdown and a 2-yard touchdown run. That one out of the full house backfield by Dylan Connor, and then the pick 6 interception that has given them an early 7-0 lead. Now Jack Tucker's in wide to the left side. One of the wideouts motion now, and that's Jeremy David. And they want to run the ball. Here's Sullivan. Sullivan looking for running room. Angles across the 40-yard line and all the way up to the 46. That's his best run of the night. That time they put David out off of motion as a lead blocker, and that's their best run of the night. It'll be a gain of about 8 yards. 2nd down and short. DeAndre Street sent wide to the left side. And it'll be 2nd down once again. Sullivan stays in as the running back flanked to the right side. Blitz is coming. They'll pinch to the left. Here's a run up the middle short of the first down. Sullivan got the call and carries across the 41-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and a yard for the Tigers. As far as 3rd downs, last week, Warsaw was 6 of 24 against Concord for 25%. For the year, they're 51 of 151 for 34%. They need a yard. Little motion near side. Here is Jensen rolling, looking, and gotten rid of the ball late, and that one is incomplete. Falling down the intended receiver near side, trying to backpedal and locate that ball, but it's Dylan Childers. So 4th down and 1. They're going to bring out the punt team with the ball at their own 42, trailing it 14-0. Just over 3 minutes time remaining in this opening quarter. Mevis drops to punt once again, waits for it at his own 29 on the snap. And Carroll back in punt return at their own 25-yard line. Mevis has shown quite a foot. Waiting for the snap, got a good delivery. Rush is coming, and the kick is blocked. And Carroll will have that picked up and return inside the 20-yard line. And that's going to be a Carroll touchdown on the block. Didn't see who got the block, but Jack Gibbons has got the fumble recovery. And 2 special teams play. Then will be a 20-yard touchdown by Gibbons on the fumble recovery. Turn at the 2:52 mark, and it's 20-0 in favor of the Carroll Chargers. So Gibbons on the fumble return at the 2:52 mark. And Anzini will come on to try to make it a 21-0 lead here in this first quarter. So special teams have been huge. Here's the right-footed kick by Anzini. Certainly long enough, and it is good. And just like that, Carroll off to a great start here tonight at home. 21-0 leading over Warsaw with a stoppage down below. And this is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stiefel a call at 260-459-3989. And now back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, Doug Dinan could not ask for a better start for his team so far here tonight. Had the interception, pick 6. And most recently a block punt. And then the 20-yard return by Jack Givens. It's 21-zip in favor of Carroll. And they'll tee it up and kick it away again from the 40-yard line. Warsaw trying to settle down. Brock Riley back deep in kick return. And here comes the kick into Wren high. Riley backpedaling. And he's got it at the 3. Nearly in the knee hit, but brings it across the 10, 15. Now cuts to his right side. He's got some running room out there. 30, 35. And knocked down. He did not reach the 35. That was a good open field tackle. And that was Givens. So Givens picked up the block punt and returned for a touchdown. Now makes the open field tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. But in a hole here on the road in Fort Wayne. Now they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. 2:43 remains in this opening quarter. DeAndre Street splits wide to the left side. And Michael Jensen at quarterback will work from the right side. Hash mark 2 wide to the short side. Motion out of that by Jeremy David as they want to run the ball to the near side. Angled run and getting some blocking up front. That's a carry across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. So a little positive play that time. On the ground for the Tigers. Will McGarvey in there as the running back. That'll be a gain of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. This time the set shows 2 wide to the left. That's the wide side of the field for Jensen. Taking a look at that Carroll defense. Has got motion now back left to the right side. They'll run the ball again up the middle. That'll be a carry to the 39 by McGarvey. Will McGarvey, the 5'8", 185-pound sophomore running back. They'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line as we're inside of 2 minutes time remaining in this fast-moving first quarter. 21-0 Carroll. Two wide again to the left side as the Tigers try to get out to their own 44-yard line on the snap of the football. Short drop. And Jensen throws on the middle. He's got a catch, and he's got a 1st down as the carry. That's Jeremy David. David on a drag pattern and caught the ball. A big target at 6'4", a junior receiver. As he's got it just short of midfield, they'll mark the ball. Not actually, they're going to mark that a yard deep into Carroll territory at the 49. So here come the Tigers trying to regroup and get something going offensively. We got Joe Jackson at center, Gage Lucas at guard, Matt Anthony and Caleb Moore along with Aaron Lewis also on the offensive line, averaging 228 a man. They want to run the ball, breaking it to the left side. That looked like a hole that disappeared in a hurry. Zach Schaefer got an ankle holding on defensively. It still will be a gain of 2 with 1 minute time remaining in this opening quarter. Thomas Hickerson into the ball game, part of Tripp's package now, wide to the right side. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. They assume a little bit of a diamond formation out there. Blitz coming defensive right side, but they run the ball that way and a missed tackle. That's a big run up the middle, falling down at the 32-yard line. Let's see if that was McGarvey again. He might have scored had he kept his footing, but the knee hit. McGarvey tripped up back at the 33-yard line, but he's got a 1st down for the Tigers as they are nearing the red zone once again. It was kind of this similar situation in this spot where Jensen was picked by Blake Schumacher for a pick 6 touchdown the other way on the interception. Looking now, they want to run the ball again. McGarvey picking his way right side. He finds running room inside the 25, down inside the 20, and close to the 16-yard line goes McGarvey. So nifty footwork by the sophomore running back. And it'll be another 1st down for Warsaw with their hurry-up offense. But now the clock runs and 10 seconds remain in this opening quarter. Let's see if they're going to get a play off. Looks like Jensen's walking away. So after one, it was all Carroll in the first 12 minutes of this ball game. 21-0 Chargers in the lead over Warsaw. We'll be back after one. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Hi, this is Russ Isaacs, former head football coach and athletic director at Snyder High School. I can tell you from personal experience that next to winning a championship, nothing compares to receiving a championship ring. The ring is a culmination of high achievement and adds tremendously to a student-athlete's self-esteem.
Take it from the coach. Honor your achieving student-athlete with a championship ring from Signature Style Jewelry. Join the winner's circle. Get a free price quote and your artwork today. Call Todd Oliver at 800-273-8124, extension 3. That's 800-273-8124, extension 3. Write it down, 800-273-8124, extension 3. Or email him at todd@signaturestylegewelry.com. That's Todd at signaturestylegewelry.com. Signature Style Jewelry, the leading online retailer of championship rings, class rings, and fashion jewelry.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Warsaw trying to get something going now. We head to the start of the second quarter. Tigers on the move, but trailing at 21-0. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Carroll. Jensen out of the shotgun formation. Running back flank to his left, drops the throw. Rushes coming, throws the middle's got a catch, and a gain down to about the 10-yard line. Hickerson on the catch, the 6'3" senior receiver. As we mentioned, one good thing from Michael Jensen, he's got a lot of height to work with as far as spotting his receivers. Riley goes 6'3", Hickerson at 6'3".
4 to go.
Jeremy David is 6'4". So a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Working from left to right now towards the south end zone. Jensen got 2nd down at the 11-yard line. Looks again on the sweep. Boy, nothing there that time as Jamesic came across with authority and dropped him right at the just outside the 11.
Loss on the play.
Loss of about a yard, so 3rd down and 5 coming up. Rob Sullivan back in there as the running back now. They've been flip-flopping both McGarvey and Sullivan. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. Motion by David from right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jensen looking, throws over the middle. Nobody home that time, throwing to the back end. And incomplete pass.
Childers incomplete.
Boy, I swear for a moment I thought I saw number 4 out there. And
4th down.
That would have been Riley Rhodes. That would have been something else, but that's actually DeAndre Street out there. So with 4th down, a timeout called by Warsaw. Do they try a field goal or trailing in 20-0? They want to talk things over. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Warsaw's had some success running the football at times, especially towards the end of that first quarter. But right now they've got it at the 12-yard line and trailing at 21-0. They're going to bring the offensive unit on as they are trying to convert on this 4th down. Let's call it 6 call coming up. And again, they'll have 2 wide to the short side to the right. Jensen out of the gun. 2 wide to the left. Spread offense for the Tigers. Short drop. They look left. Here's a throw. The spot, and that one knocked down. No chance. Inside possession established by Schumacher. Read the quarterback's eyes perfectly. So a 4th down stop by Carroll on defense. And they will get the ball back. 1st and 10. Still leading at 21-0 at their own 12-yard line. Hope you can stick with us at halftime. We've got Michael Lito, who's the CEO at AWP, to join us, talking about some enhancements going on division of AWP, a division of Parkview Sports Medicine, and talking in particular about sports training and sports performance. Some interesting tidbits. Here's Aiden Smith, now flush to his right, buying time, throws on the run. In the middle, diving attempt for the ball. Did they catch it? Looked like it popped free from Schmeling, falling down, tried to protect the ball and wrap up on it, but it's ruled no catch. And it'll come back, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Aiden Smith with 19 touchdowns this year, 4 coming into the start of the ball game. He's been sacked 10 times this year, has thrown for over 1,750 yards. 2nd down and 10. Option run to the right side. Smith all the way. Late pitch comes right side, turning the corner. They've got close to a 1st down. Looked like Nick Novotny with that late pitch. Angling right side. Just depends where he ran out of bounds. It looks like they are going to move the stick, so it will be 1st and 10 for Carroll. Aiden Smith was angling off to his right, actually leading that play. Trailing it was Novotny, and took the late pitch out and ran for enough yardage to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 23 now. 21-21, nothing our score. Zone blitz up the middle. Here's a ball picked up late by Aiden Smith. Drags tacklers across the 22 up to about the 24-yard line. There were penalty flags called, thrown on the play. Mason Foss was in on the tackle for Warsaw. And we'll check Brian Moser, our referee, and what the penalty is going to be about. Well, maybe no penalty. They're just going to pick up as a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9. Smith again, option run left side. This time a keeper call as he bowls his way across the 30. Got another yard or 2 up to about the 31, maybe the 32. They're going to give him a good spot up where? Up to about the 33-yard line. So a 3rd down call coming up, and no, they've got enough yardage for the 1st down once again. So not just a good spot, but a great spot. And they'll move the chains for yet another Carroll 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Chargers up 21-0. Now working from the left side hash mark. Aiden Smith going up and down the line, may change the play call with 13 on the play clock. Wants to throw, looks right, delivers right. He's got a catch and then a drop. That's Cody Dinan. That's 2 drops for Cody. So now it's going to be 3rd down and long, with the Chargers trying to get up to their own, just inside their own 44-yard line. Carroll on 3rd downs last week against Concordia was 5 of 8 for 62%. But they were 4 for 4 here on 4th down conversion attempts. Option run again. Aiden Smith now stumbles, breaks off a tackle, bounces away, and he's got the 1st down up and around his own 45. Did not get the number. I think it was Brock Riley had a chance to hit him back around the 38-yard line, but Aiden Smith kept his footing and stumbles forward to a 1st down. He's out to his own 45-yard line. They'll move the chains once again. 9:15, clock moving here in the 2nd quarter. Carroll approaching midfield as Aiden Smith wants to throw near side. That's a tough ball. Newland goes up for it, but the coverage was there. Sailed incomplete. Colin Marshall leads the Tigers with 6 passes broken up. Got a hand on it, deflected it away. And that will bring up 2nd down and 10. Newland, a good game also last week. He had 4 catches, 62 yards, including a touchdown. He averaged over 15.5 yards a reception. 2nd down and 10 from the Carroll 45. Pitch comes near side. Turning, looking for running room. And dragged down, but getting, that's Jeremy David on the tackle. Novotny on the carry. Knee hit right at midfield. So another 3rd down call coming up for the Chargers right at midfield. 3rd down and let's call it 5.
3rd down 5.
Aiden Smith looking at his wristband, keeps everybody in there. Justin Becker flanked out to the near side. Now a motion by Becker, play action fake, a roll to the right side by Aiden Smith, looking, then running out of time, and he's not going to get there. Chased down from the backside once again.
Brought down in the backfield.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and the Chargers will kick the ball away. That one good coverage sack that time by Warsaw, as Aiden Smith no options to pass that ball away, and Jack Shannon now ready to kick the ball away as Warsaw about ready to try to get their hands on it again. They've got a punt returner back inside their own 20-yard line. Shannon waiting for the snap. He's got it. Rush is coming. Kick is away. High wobbly ball. That one they're going to back away. Takes a Carroll bounce inside the 20. Still rolling down to about the 17, maybe the 16-yard line. So Brock Riley did not want to take a chance on that one. And it'll be Warsaw going back to work offensively. 7:45 remains in the first half. 21 points by the Chargers in the first quarter. Neither team has put up points so far in the second quarter. Warsaw will have the first opportunity. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. They'll split out Jeremy David wide to the right. And he'll have some company out here to the near side as well. Sterling Hay will check into the ball game. Also one of the wideouts to the right side, but they want to run the ball, and not much there for McGarvey. McGarvey was tripped up right at when he received that handoff, got to the line of scrimmage, and maybe picks up about a yard and a half. They're going to give him a spot and a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8, moving left to right, the Warsaw Tigers. Trying to, Phil Jensen said, you've got to be able to run the ball against Carroll a little bit to set up the passing game. They want to pass, but they've got to be able to run a bit. Jensen out of the gun. Short drop again. Looking, being pursued, and tripped up and dropped. A diving tackle by Jamesic. Knocked him down back at the 10-yard line. So Jamesic with a big play defensively for the Chargers. That's going to be a loss of nearly 10 yards. Clock will move now inside of 7 minutes. Time remaining. Still 21-0, and it'll be 3rd down and even longer. 3rd down and 19. Loss of 10, 3rd down and 19. From the 6, here's a roll left side. Jensen buying some time, being pursued by Schaefer. Throws the ball. That one drops incomplete short. Double coverage down on the Warsaw sideline by the Carroll defense. So it'll be 4th down and 19. And once again, Warsaw will have to bring on Mevis to punt the ball away. Schmeling is back in punt return. And he will wait at about the 40-yard line of Warsaw. Tigers huddle up, and now punt team comes up, and they'll back Mevis about 2 yards deep, still backing up about 3 yards deep into the end zone. He's had one blocked for a fumble recovery touchdown the last time he was out there. This time the rush is coming again, got it away. And that's a beauty punt. Schmeling has to backtrack and is not going to touch it. It'll roll to a stop at about the 43-yard line of the Carroll Chargers. So Mevis, with the rush coming, got all of it. That's about a 58-yard punt that time by Andrew Mevis, who came in averaging nearly 40 yards a punt to start the ball game. But nonetheless, very good field position for the Carroll Chargers at their own 43-yard line. And 6:25 remaining here in this first half. Schmeling and Dinan split wide to the right side, 2 wide to the short side. We'll check that running back in there now for Carroll as Aiden Smith option run again to the right, pitches the ball. And here's Enzavino. Enzavino looking for a block, gets it out to midfield, and depending on where he goes out of bounds, very close to another 1st down into Warsaw territory for the Chargers. We've seen more of that option run and the zone read option in this ball game than we saw, I believe, last week against Concordia. That'll be a gain of 9 by Enzavino. So 2nd down and short, 2nd down and 1. They'll spot it just inside the Warsaw 48-yard line. Straight eye formation now with Aiden Smith under center. A little motion now by the wingback who's in there, and they want to give it handoff deep. And here's Dylan Connor. Dylan Connor, penalty flag is thrown. He's got the 1st down, run out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Warsaw, but that one usually does not bode well for the offense. Holding is going to be the call against Carroll. He had 2 big penalties of note in the first quarter, but it also set up a big pass play from Aiden Smith, good for 47 yards, of Cody Dinan down to the 2, and then Dylan Connor took it in from 2 yards out for a Carroll touchdown. Now that penalty is going to wipe out the gain. The ball will come back on the Carroll side of midfield to their own 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock stopped with 6:10 remaining here in the quarter. Now they've got an offset I formation to the right side. They bring a wing back in there as well. An option run to that right side, looking for some blocking. Aiden Smith. Smith lowers the shoulder, trying to fight back across his own 48, close to midfield.
3rd down.
He may have hit about the 49. So it'll be a manageable 3rd down call coming up at the Carroll 49-yard line. They've got to reach the 47 of Warsaw on this snap. They'll bring Novotny back into the ball game, replacing Anzavino. And Carroll comes up to the line of scrimmage now. Play clock at 10. Aiden Smith looking to his left, now wants the throw. Looking, dumps it off. He's got to catch near side, running room. And that's Novotny, 35, 30, cuts back, right side of the field, inside the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's got a chance, inside the 10, to the 5, and a touchdown. 3rd down and 5. It'll be a 57-yard touchdown pass on the screen coming near side. At the 5:16 mark to make it 27-0. 57 yards on a screen pass, and a 3rd down play goes to the house. Well, as we saw last week, Novotny really with some nifty footwork and getting into the end zone here at the 5:16 mark. And so far it's been all Carroll here tonight, with Anzini coming on to try to make it a 28-0 lead. Waiting for the snap. The hold is good. Kick is on the way. End over end on the way, and good again. 28-0. All Carroll here at Charger Field. We'll step out. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
If you are one of the many Hoosiers suffering for years from neck and back pain, we have good news for you. Did you know there are now new non-surgical approaches to easing, reducing, and even eliminating pain in the neck, back, and spine? You are invited to Aaron Chiropractic, located on Fort Wayne's northeast side at College Park, just off Delhar Road, to discover a new approach, a new treatment plan for pain relief and pain management. The start to a pain-free lifestyle may be just a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Call Aaron Chiropractic to set up an initial visit. Their number is 260-492-8811. One call. That can mean the return to a life without pain. Aaron Chiropractic.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything in this first half so far. We had the 2-yard touchdown run by Dylan Connor, then a pick-6 interception by Blake Schumacher. Then after a punt block picked up by Jack Givens, running into the end zone, and now a passing touchdown on 3rd and 5, 57 yards, Aiden Smith to Nick Novotny, who ran about 52 yards of that after the catch, a screen pass into the near side flats. Now the Chargers ready to kick it away once again from right to left. Riley's been doing the kickoff returns, looking over the shoulder catch, and he's over the end line. That'll come out
into the end zone
to the 20-yard line. So Warsaw backed up and looking for answers. They've had some moderate success running the ball at times, some passing success, but every time it's been, you know, you hate to use the term bend, don't break. A lot of defensive coaches don't like that term nowadays. That's kind of been what it's all about for Carroll. They've given up some yardage, and then when they decide they want to make the stop, they do, and they have come up with some key stops and plays. And Warsaw will go back to work offensively now. 5:16 remaining in the first half. Michael Jensen looking to hand the ball off. Here's a run right side, and McGarvey looking for running room, across the 25, chased out of bounds by Schumacher and others. A lot of blue shirts flying to the football. Brandon Kimes was there as well. That'll be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 6, 2nd down 4.
McGarvey with the ball spotted just across the 25. Nose of the football inside the Warsaw 26. They'll motion David out to the left side, part of a trips package. That'll include DeAndre Street. It'll be a diamond alignment. One wide to the near side to the right. Jensen out of the gun, looking, read option again, hands it off, nothing doing. There was Jameson, fought off the block, ran right through that block by Keegan Bays and dropped McGarvey for a loss. And that is a man's play defensively by the 6'3 senior, the 240-pounder. That'll be a loss, brings up 3rd down and 6. Loss of 2 at the 4:48 mark. No huddle offense once again. They'll have a trips package out wide to the left. And Jensen with a protector in there, running back to his left. Play clock at 15. He's got time. And now option run to the left side. Jensen looking, throws the ball short, tipped in the air and incomplete. Converging, that was Jack Givens. But Kimes was there to get a hand on the ball, deflecting it in the air, falls incomplete, and 4th down coming up, 4th and 6. And more of Andrew Mevis in to punt the ball. Mevis showing a lot of leg punting the football. This young man's got a chance to play at the next level. He'll drop back inside the 15 at about the 11-yard line, and Schmeling and punt return at his own 40, standing just inside that. Snap is good. Kick nearly blocked again. Wobbly ball. Schmeling eyes it. He's got it at the 43. Return 50, 45, and run out of bounds on the near side in Warsaw territory. Right around the 43-yard line. Let's see if he stepped out of bounds. Back, they're going to mark it at the 45 of Warsaw. That's where Carroll starts this possession with still 4:18 remaining in this first half, and a 28-0 Carroll lead. Dinan will come into the ball game. They'll bring Nick Parker in. He'll be stationed up on the wing to the right side. So Aiden Smith now on 1st and 10, looking and hands the ball enough, and there's an angled run to the right side. A penalty flag is thrown by the referee as Alex Anzavino had a nice carry inside the 40 of Warsaw to about the 39, but coming back once again. Brock Riley getting a little bit slow to get up, but looks like he's going to be okay for Warsaw. And Brian Mosier, our referee, going to move the Chargers back on that penalty call. It'll be a walk-off of 5 yards. It'll be a walk-off of 10. I believe it was a holding call or blocking the back against the Chargers. Moves them back to their own 45-yard line. Clock stopped on the penalty with 4:11 remaining. 28-0 in favor of the Chargers. Now they've got first down and 20 from their own 45-yard line. They'll stay with 2 wide to the left side as Aiden Smith, play action fake, rolls near side, looks to throw, tip ball in the air, that falls incomplete. One of the up backs got a hand on it. I believe it might have been Mike Beato. That falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 20. Cameron Dargis in there at one of the tackle position, the 270-pound, 6'5 junior. Now a bunch line up to the near side for the Chargers on 2nd down and long. And here is Aiden Smith and delivers the ball, and there's a diving attempt for the ball, and they rule it no catch. Hayden Newland laid out for it, but could not control it through to the ground. You can see it kind of juggle a little bit and hit the turf, so now it'll be 3rd down. Aiden Smith under big pressure that time, just got rid of the ball before he was about to get a big hit. One of the few times really they've been able to get to Aiden Smith on a passing play. Now it's still 3rd down and 20. 3:52 remaining here. 4 wide to the left, 1 wide, empty backfield for Smith. Rolling, looking, now reverses back and going to be tripped up and dropped back at the 40-yard line. Good pressure again from the backside. Ross Army, I believe, the nose man. He was only 180 pounds, but very quick. A 5'11 senior got to him, and it'll be 4th down, and the Chargers will have to punt the ball away. So Jack Shannon, who's had a long of 63 yards this year, has had one kick block, one blocked, I should say. And they've got 10 men coming up on the line of scrimmage for the Tigers. Shannon looks, and nice sailing ball. That one gets away from Riley, takes a bounce inside the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone. Charger fans hoping that ball would turn over and maybe die inside the 10, but it just continued to bounce away. So they come out to the 20-yard line with 3:06 remaining in this first half. And Warsaw trying to get something going once again offensively. They're on the short end of a 28-0 score here at Charger Field. Tommy Bobey coming out defensively. Jack Gibbons, who had the fumble return for a touchdown, also out there as well. Connor Call has come in as one of the safeties now for the Chargers as Jensen rolls to his left, buying a little time. Throws that ball. He aired it out, and that one's incomplete. I thought he was trying to just throw that ball away, but maybe looking for DeAndre Street, but that ball got knocked down perhaps by the wind. Incomplete pass. And we'll take the clock down to 3 minutes time remaining. Robbie Sullivan has come back in as the running back on 2nd down and 10. Jeremy David up on the slot to the right side. It looks like Jack Tucker is wide to the right. 2nd down, blitz being shown defensive left side by Carroll. Jensen short drop again. They pinch in. He steps up looking for running room. Now flush to his left. Running, looking, throws the ball in the high ball. That's caught by David. David to the 40, 45. Now he's in a foot race inside the 30-yard line. Cuts back. One man to beat, and he's got a chance to score, and he will. Jeremy David on 2nd down and 10, and that will be good for 80 yards and a touchdown. So Warsaw comes up with a big play. Jensen play just trying to get them some little distance and pick up a first down. Good for 80 yards and a touchdown here at the 2:41 mark. So there's life for the Warsaw Tigers. Catch by Jeremy David. He had led him with 5 catches last week for 40 yards. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of the year. And Mevis, who's 25 of 26 and extra points on to try to make it a 28-7 ball game. Still 2:41 remains in the second quarter. Right-footed kick on the way. A lot of leg. Mevis. Wow. That's over everything. It is good, and it's 28-7. We'll step out. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
A trip to downtown Fort Wayne is not complete without a stop at Rudy's at 409 West Brackenridge. Next time you're headed to the baseball game, make pre-game plans to stop in at Rudy's, where you'll find a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas. But Rudy's is also a premier downtown location for picking up those mouth-watering DeBrand's chocolate. What better way to catch a game at Parkview Field? Make it a date for a stop at Rudy's, right across from the main Parkview Field and You're listening to the high school football game of the week on WGL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
A little bit of a change for the Warsaw Tigers. Their last 2 ball games that they lost, they actually led those ball games and saw the leads disappear. Here tonight, trying to play from behind. Trailed initially 28-0. Now a big play though on 2nd down and long, and turns into an 80-yard touchdown pass play. Michael Jensen finding Jeremy David, who was able to streak along the left sidelines until they found some running daylight inside the Carroll 35 and legged it out into the end zone. The 6'4" junior wideout, his 4th receiving touchdown of the year. 28-7 now with 2:41 remaining. Warsaw kicking away from left to right. And Mevis high down the middle, end over end. That's Becker. Becker inside the 5, near side 10, 15. Looking for running room. It's Schumacher. Cuts back left side across the 20 and brings it across the zone 25 up to about the 27-yard line. So the Chargers now trying to put together a 2-minute drill. They've got 2:32 to work with, and you always wonder about a score and how do you answer that score by the opponent. We'll see what Doug Dinan's team can come up with now in the final 2:32. Bishop Luers, we just Heard a score. They're up big in their ball game, 40-20. Lures playing tonight at Northwestern. Here's a ball. Halen Newland coming up on the receiving end of it. They'll move the chains as Carroll's got a first down now, 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
First down.
No huddle offense for Carroll right now as they're having improved field position. 2:27 on the clock. Here's Aiden Smith, and boy, I tell you what, there's a roll to the right side, and that one pass intended for Dinan. Zach Riley came across and trying to make a play on that ball, but a lot of pressure by Warsaw coming up the middle. But an incomplete pass now will bring up 2nd down and 10. Warsaw that touchdown giving them now a little bit more inspiration for their defense. Mike Miato, one of the down linemen, a 5'10 senior, 255, and they come with blitz pressure again. Here's a sweep by Becker coming off to the right, 45 to midfield, and falls down, angles out of bounds on the far side, short of the first down stick, but he got to about the Warsaw 47-yard line. That should bring him 3rd down and about 2. Clock stopped as Becker slid to the turf, out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and a couple. They've got to get to the 45. And they're going to bring in the full house backfield once again with Dylan Connor. So Doug Dinan goes with the beef. And let's see how Warsaw defends it. They bring 10 men up to the line of scrimmage, and they'll give the Dylan Connor once again off tackle, and he's got the first down easily inside the 40. Going between guard and tackle left side down to about the 38-yard line. Lane McClone got a hand on him to knock him down for the Tigers, but not before. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll mark it at the 39-yard line of Warsaw. Clock will run inside of 2 minutes before this snap of the ball. 28-7 our score. They'll stay with that full house backfield. Kind of the Delta formation. They'll run the ball, play action. No, here's Aiden Smith. Now turns upfield, spun around as he backpedals inside the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line. Maybe close to the 27. Aiden Smith turned his back, trying to absorb. He's run for 11 touchdowns. Ran for 1 touchdown last week off of 7 carries and 57 yards. 1st and 10 with 1:42 now remaining in this first half. They stay with that tight power formation. Under center, Smith looking to Dylan Connor again. Lowers the shoulder. 2nd, he broke good in dragging tacklers with him inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. Dylan Connor running hard. But now the clock becoming a factor with 1:20 remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6. Same formation. And Connor again, middle of the line, cuts to his left, brought it inside the Warsaw 20 down to about the 18. And that will move the chains. It'll be a 1st down, so the clock stops automatically with 1:11 on the clock. And now the Chargers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Warsaw. Nick Parker's in as the right halfback. Dylan Connor stays in as the tailback under center. And Connor again, play action fake. No, here's Aiden Smith, throws and completes to the right side. And that's going to be run right side. Let's see if they got in for a touchdown. They did. That was Gavin Pelkington, who came from the backfield, rolled out to the right side. Aiden Smith spotted him, so it'll be a 17-yard touchdown toss at the 52nd mark. So a lot of creativity again here tonight. Even though it was a tight running formation, they elected to pass out of it. And Zini now, there's a kick coming up, and it is good. Just got inside the left upright. Looked like he pulled it left, but it was good inside the left upright. And 35 first half points by the Chargers. They lead it by 28 over visiting Warsaw. 35-7 our score. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof, means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
And now, back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, we asked the rhetorical question, what would be Carroll's response to the Warsaw touchdown? And we found out with 50 seconds exactly remaining in this first half. Play-action pass rolling out to the right side. Aiden Smith disguised it perfectly and hit Gavin Pelkington, who just tiptoed down the right sidelines and into the end zone, did not go out of bounds, and a lead of 35-7. So a 28-point lead again as a ball bounds high, stays in play inside the 10, return. Brock Riley looking for running rooms, got blockers in front, crossed the 20, 25, and hauled down now from behind.
Caught from behind by Pelkington.
So Gavin Pelkington, who caught the touchdown pass, now makes the tackle off the opening kickoff. And with 41.9 seconds remaining, Warsaw, who won the toss and deferred, by the way, they'll get the ball to start things in the second half.
Your Chargers scoring drive summary: 8 plays, 73 yards in a minute, 42 seconds.
1st and 10 now for Warsaw at their own 28-yard line. They'll work from the right side hash mark. Diamond line up to the left. 3 wideouts there and a bunch lineup. And Jensen looking and hands the ball off. And gain out to the 29. That was McGarvey. Tripped up and then finished off by Nick Parker.
Kimes on the tackle.
Brendan Kimes also in on the play, the stoppage. Clock running. We're inside of 25 seconds. Now it'll be 2nd down and 8. And it looks like Warsaw is going to be content to go to the dressing room. Or will they try to run another play? Jensen kind of walking towards the Warsaw bench. I think he's done for the first half. So it will be a 35-7 ball game here at halftime. Chargers had a lead of as many as 28 points. Then it became 28-7, and now a late touchdown on a 17-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Gavin Pelkington. Puts them up by 28 again here at halftime at 35-7. We are going to take a 3-minute timeout. Then we'll come back. We've got Mike Lido, who's the CEO from AWP, a division of Parkview Sports Medicine, to join us. And coming up before the end of halftime, we'll also tune in with Mark Schutte from the Journal-Gazette and gets his take on what he's seen here in this first half that has Carroll on top of visiting Warsaw 35-7. Halftime at Charger Field. This is IHS AA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
I like things fast. That's why I like roller coasters, guitar solos, and race cars. That's also why I love Fios Internet from Frontier. Now with 1 year of Amazon Prime. I use blazing fast Fios Internet to get instant access to Amazon Prime movies and TV shows. Plus, I get unlimited photo storage, music, and Kindle books. And you can't beat free 2-day shipping.
Get Fios Internet from Frontier for $24.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 1-year agreements on new internet service, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Oh yeah, life in the fast lane.
Get Fios Internet for $24.99 per month with 30 megabits per second upload and download speed, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime included. Call 1-888-FRONTIER. Limited time offer for qualifying services. Taxes, fees, and other restrictions apply. 1 year of Amazon Prime service included with 1 year agreement on new internet service. A maximum $100 early termination fee applies. Subject to availability. Fios Marks owned by Verizon Trademark Services, LLC, and used under license.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular. Something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP. Excellent idea. Bold move, JP. We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
Sold. That's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goals, select the proper loan, and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHS AA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
We are back with Mike Alito, who's CEO of AWP and also Director of Parkview Sports Medicine. Glad to have you with us here tonight, Mike. And, you know, a lot of folks remember you as a prolific star, both at the high school level, you know, had a sterling career at the Bishop Lures with the Knights, and then went on and just had a spectacular career with the University of St. Francis with Cougar football. And I've got some numbers for you. Number 2 in the all-time rushing career list with over 3,900 yards. Danny Carter beat you by 100 yards, by the way, but that's another story. In the top 10 categories in several different areas, 37 touchdowns during your career, number 6 in Cougar total offensive yards, also in top 10 standings with all-purpose yards. So, you know, just a great career at the University of St. Francis. And, you know, I want you to talk a little bit about, you know, the influences you had in your not just your playing career, but along in your life that have led you to this career with the division of Parkview Sports Medicine with AWP and in sports training. And did you have an injury that might have influenced you to say, hey, maybe this is something the way I want to go with my life?
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, when I was in college, I tore my post-tib tendon and my ankle was a severe. I thought it was just an ankle sprain, but it was a post-tib tendon that I did in spring ball. After my sophomore year, I had an All-American season as a sophomore at St. Francis, and when I made most of my statistics in my career, tore the ankle that spring going into the next year, tried to come back too soon, and it caused a surgery, and I ended up having surgery by Dr. John Pritchard, who is one of my colleagues now, and John was also my team doc in high school at Bishop Lures. So John has definitely been a mentor and a huge supporter, and honored to work alongside him now. But that injury really limited, you know, my career, and just, you know, makes you look back on things which you wish you knew then that you know now, and so on and so forth.
Well, you know, obviously football is, you know, high velocity, high impact sports. And let's talk in terms of prevention, conditioning, maybe training, you know, the areas, specific body parts that maybe now with the right type of training that can lessen the incidence. And I'm thinking areas, maybe a groin pull, areas, you know, in the lower extremities, like you see so many ACL tears right now and ankle sprains. I know you had one you mentioned. But again, are there things that the whole? I go back to an era when, the idea of training was you did some laps, you did some sit-ups, and you lifted some weights, and you were trained. That's not true now in an age of the science of isometrics and biometrics. And talk about the evolution of where sports training is now.
Yeah, there's a huge evolution. I've had to learn a lot, as we're all learning. That was in the era where we didn't have concussions either, and we didn't have people dying from heat stroke. So it was your old school Bear Bryant. Work hard. The harder you work, the better you work. The better you are. And I went to Bishop Luers, and we were on this whole, which I love Bishop Luers. Not saying anything negative, but when I went there, it was pride, guts, desire, and it was all about the hard work. And I think that where sports medicine is going is more of a, not so much how hard you work, but how smart you work, and learning how to control your body and master your body. And so the whole thing with sports performance is it's all about mastering a sport-specific movement, about reaction, and about injury prevention. And so I think that when you can master those movements without a ball in your hand, or a club in your hand, or whatever the sport may be, it allows for you to have a greater performance when you go to sport and be safer.
I know that AWP works with all age groups, and I was noticing on the website the differentiation between, let's say, the peewees and the middle school kids that maybe are in the age 8 to 13 range. Obviously, and you have your high school students, and then you have the college student athletes, and maybe even those beyond that want to go to the pro level. You were talking earlier about the approach is kind of the same, but it's the intensity that's different. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's a foundation that doesn't get broken regardless if you're Tyler Eifert or you're an 8-year-old, that you work on mastering movement patterns. And actually, it's easier to work with an 8-year-old than it is Tyler, because the nervous system is more pliable at a young age. So you can master those, but what you do is you increase complexity of task. So now you start to add things where it's like, okay, now let's do this with a bungee, or now let's speed it up, or now let's actually compete with somebody else instead of doing it yourself. I mean, it's just taking those progressive steps to grow in sports performance. So that's the evolution from the age, and that's why it's really important. It's almost like skipping a grade in class. It's like you don't want to skip, you can't go to trigonometry and skip algebra. I guess you could, but it's not highly recommended. So it's just going in that direction so they can cover every aspect.
When you have an athlete that's involved in a different sport, let's say the approach for football may be different than from baseball.
Absolutely.
Tennis.
Absolutely.
Hockey, whatever.
Yes.
But talk about how sports training can be really sport specific.
That's an excellent question. The movements are different in sports, and so we say that when you do sports performance, because you do have so many multi-sport athletes, right? And so 80% of what you do is universal. So 80% of what we do in movements can apply to any sport, but it's that 20% that's specific to a hockey player or to a baseball player. And like a baseball player, they're rotational athletes, so everything's rotational. In football, they're more linear. It's forward and backwards, and so you specify and you focus more on different movements.
I want you to talk just a little bit about the recuperation aspect and the psychology, the motivation, because if you've had that devastating reconstructive surgery, the path back can be, and trying to embrace that. How do you get the student athlete to get past the depression and get motivated in positive fashion?
Yeah, well, that's a big thing, and that's why Parkview and Parkview Sports Medicine created a division we have called Parkview Athletic Rehab. And so there was a need and there was a gap there where athletes would get discharged from normal therapy, like when I played. Okay, we talk about evolution, and then there was you go back to play, and your athletic trainers and stuff are there evaluating you, but there wasn't a progressive step to getting me back to play in a confident way. And what Brian Bossier does, who's our DPT with Parkview Athletic Rehab and the rest of his team, we have a great team, just not Brian, they work in an athletic environment inside of AWP's facilities. I mean, and it's in an athletic environment, so the athlete never feels like they're disconnected from the sport or anything of that nature. And we're able to take them off of a table or off of a band and put them into an athletic setting to run with their cleats on or to move or do whatever. So before they actually step on the field and have to compete, they've done it. And I think that helps them with that mental part of the game that you talked about.
Michael Lito joining us here tonight. I want to pass along a couple of numbers for AWP from a training standpoint, whatever the age group, 260-469-4072. That's 469-4072. And when it comes to rehab, sports rehab, number to reach at Parkview Sports Medicine, 260-466-4007. That's 466-4007. The U.S. Army has a slogan at one time, be all you can be. That might be apt for Parkview Performance Training Division. Our thanks to Michael Lito for joining us tonight. Now back to more of our high school football presentation right here on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Before me is no ordinary potato. It is a potato among potatoes, a flavorful spud naturally grown and lovingly harvested for one special purpose, to become McDonald's world-famous fries. Now for $2.50, get small fries paired with a double cheeseburger, a filet-of-fish sandwich, a crispy or grilled chicken ranch snack wrap, or a 6-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose one of your favorite fries with that combos for just $2.50 today at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary.
You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros? Check. College? Check. Your 8-year-old's Pee-wee game? Big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meijer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate. Tail later at Meijer.
Brought to you by Meijer. Meijer is proud to support IHSAA football. Where do savvy sports fans in the Summit City go when they need to know more than just the score? It's an easy choice. No other media outlet covers the local sports scene like the Journal-Gazette. You get 7-day sideline coverage from the area's most experienced and knowledgeable sports staff. It's a commitment to Fort Wayne that the Journal-Gazette takes very seriously. When you need to know the story behind the story, nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. And even when you're on the go, you can still catch up on the latest sports news online at www.journalgazette.net or from your mobile device at www.jgmobile.net. Start your sports day right, every day, 7 days a week with the Journal-Gazette. Miss a great high school game recently? Or simply want to revisit that game-changing electric play that turned everything all around? Well, now there's a great new opportunity to do just that. Catch all the exciting action of our live radio broadcast simply by visiting SummitCitySports.com after a game broadcast. Plus, many other high school sports highlights to choose from as well. It's all new and available now at SummitCitySports.com.
And now back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Parson. On Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Back at Charger Field, I'm Joe Parson. Glad you could join us here tonight. It's been an impressive showing in the first 24 minutes of this ball game. Carroll on top at halftime, 35-7. Joining us right now, Mark Schutte from the Journal-Gazette. And, you know, from a Carroll standpoint, Mark, their offense, their run game, their passing game, their defense, special teams, contributing points on the board, blocked the defense, blocked punts, leading to touchdowns. And for Doug Dinan, this has got to be exactly where he wants this team at this point in the season.
Especially early on, they opened the game with a long drive for a touchdown, and then their special teams and defense scored twice on the long interception returned by Schumacher, and then the block punt for the touchdown. So within a matter of minutes, they were up 21-0, and that was the last thing Warsaw needed, but the first thing that Carroll wanted to see.
It's interesting you mentioned that, because on that first score, they had two back-to-back penalties, backed them up, and then they throw on, I think it was third down and forever. They hit a 47-yard pass to Coney Dinan down at the 2, and then Dylan Connor comes in, and again, creativity we saw last week by Doug Dinan in his offensive scheme of things, they run power, they run spread, you name it, but they've just got all the elements going again.
And on that first drive, they threw a hook and lateral at him too. It wasn't a roll-on game, but yeah, that's the thing. You cannot give Carroll any kind of openings because of their offense and Aiden Smith and all the weapons that he has both in the running game and at receiver.
Now you know that Warsaw comes in minus Riley Rhodes and his 74 catches. That's a big loss, but I was impressed that they're a little bit resilient. You know, they've had some problems moving the ball through the air at times, but they've been able to get a little bit of the running game going from time to time. And you know, McGarvey's showing some nice ability, and Robbie Sullivan as well. And Jensen's only a junior.
Yeah, and he's a quarterback coach's son, so he knows the game, and he's thrown for over 2,000 yards now. So they've moved the ball. One interesting stat that I noticed: the time of possession, Warsaw's actually had the ball a few more seconds in the first half, but they were stopped down close. Decided to go for it on fourth down in one play. Carroll stopped them. Obviously, they had the interception return for 80 yards when Warsaw was driving when it was still 7-0. So I wouldn't say the game's over with yet, but Warsaw better score a couple times pretty quick.
That lady is warming up the way.
Yeah, she's close by.
I thought it was interesting because Warsaw, their last two games, they've had the lead in those contests and gave them up late in the ball games and lost those games. Here tonight, they got behind in a hole early, 21-0 down at the end of the first quarter. Now can Phil Jensen reverse that scenario and try to bring this Tiger team back? I'm interested in what he might have told his team at halftime.
Yeah, and psychologically, you kind of have to wonder, because I think whenever you are kind of an underdog coming in and then you get down like that so quickly, it is tough to bounce back. And plus, 3 out of the last 4 years, these teams have met in the sectional, and Carroll's beaten them soundly all 3 times, and it looks like we may be on our way to our 4th time here.
Mark Schutte joined us at halftime. We'll look forward to your article tomorrow morning in the Journal-Gazette.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Say hi to Greg and everybody.
I will. Thank you.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 3 minutes here at Charger Field, 35-7, and we'll bring you up to date on some of the other scores as well when we get back. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center. The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Let's give you some updates, some scores elsewhere that we've been passed along to. Last report, it was Homestead leading over Northrop 20-7 in that one. Winner of this ball game here, Carroll, if they win this contest, they're up 35-7. They would go on the road regardless of whether it's going to be Homestead or Northrop next week. But it is the Homestead Spartans in the lead at 20-7 last report. Other scores that we have, it was Dwenger big over Wayne at 35-0. New Haven on the road at Mississinawa leading 21-0 last report over the Indians. Concordia having no problems with Norwell, 30-0 last report in that game. Lures up over Northwestern last report, 47-20. Woodland had a win, a lead, 21-0 over Central Noble. And as far as our game next Friday night, well, we don't know. We'll have to sort things out and wait and see who goes where, who won, who didn't. And we'll pass that word along to you. If you're watching the Fox Sports website and our promos that run during the week, we'll let you know where we are going to be next Friday night. No, right now it's going to be Warsaw to get the ball to start this second half. They are in a 28-point hole, and Brock Riley waits back around his own 5-yard line for Jack Shannon's opening kick, high, end over end, and Riley backpedaling. He's got it at the 1, near side to the 5 to the 10, middle of the field, wants to go right, cross the 20-yard line, turn in the corner, and looking for a block and some running room. Got across the 25 to the 30, and all the way up across the 35, I think. We'll see exactly where he stepped out of bounds across the way. Right around the 35-yard line is what they're indicating. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Their only score, they get a big one, an 80-yard touchdown pass play on a 2nd and long call, Jensen to Jeremy David, and but an answering touchdown with 17-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Gavin Pelkington just before halftime to make it 35-7 where we are at. Now a bunch line up to the near side. Jensen out of the gun and looking to run the ball up the middle, and that'll be a gain for about 3 yards up to about the 38-yard line. Look like Jamesic in on the tackle. That was Sullivan on the carry, straight ahead call. That's good for about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. They'll stay with the same set 3 wide to the near side in that bunch lineup. Now the corner's backing off a little bit. Play clock still at 11, so Jensen's got time to check and see if they want to change the play call. We're down to 5, we're down to 4. Jensen still waiting for the snap, has got it, hands it again. Sullivan wants to sweep wide to the right side, looking, and looks like he's got enough yardage for the 1st down. Had to get out to his own 45. And the officials are going to mark the ball right there, and a referee, Brian Mosher, says 1st and 10 Warsaw. Early moments of the 2nd half. I'm Joe Parson at Carroll Stadium as the Chargers build out a 21-0 lead, then 28-0. Long pass play, good for a 80-yard touchdown for Warsaw, and an answering 17-yard touchdown pass, Aiden Smith to Gavin Pelkington to make it 35-7. Now another run off tackle to the left side, 2nd effort, and now Warsaw's beginning to find some seams open as they run the ball with Robbie Sullivan once again finding some running room and brings it into to Carroll territory inside the 45 to the 44. So the Tigers now finding some running room to the wide side of the field. Jensen with his team set at the line of scrimmage once again. Barking out the signals. Now checks off. Play clock at 6. Looking and trying to vary the count a little bit. They want to run the ball for the 3rd straight. Taylor Robinson tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Falls for a couple of yards, maybe got 3, close to the 42 of Carroll. Aaron Lewis operating at right tackle. Gage Lucas, Joe Jackson in the center. Trying to open up some holes. Call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Approaching 10 minutes, time remaining in this 3rd quarter. 2 wide to either side of the field. They'll run the ball again as Sullivan carries inside the Carroll 40 to the 39-yard line. Joe Jackson helping his running back up after opening up a bit of a hole. Now Chase Walter's going to come in and check into the ball game. They're going to take a DB out. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They have that bunch lineup again on the diamond lineup to the left side. Now the safeties drop back, 2 back. Blitz shown defensive left side by Carroll. Throw on the quick slant. They've got a catch for a big play, and that's Hickerson. Hickerson running the deep post as he carries inside the Carroll 20 down to about the 15-yard line. So the Tigers, impressive drive in the making now. They're in the red zone and trying to get points on the board. Trailing it by 28 points, trying to cut it back to a 21-point difference. Jensen bending down on both knees. Would not expect necessarily a cramp in this kind of weather. Maybe just trying to flex out those quads. Now it's 1st and 10. They want to run Robbie Robinson once again. He spun around and dropped this time. Still on his feet. Got back to the 15. Robbie Sullivan on the carry.
Hit first in the backfield by Bobay.
Tommy Bobay shot through there and got enough of them to slow him up. Now Sullivan lost the helmet. He's got to check out of there. That'll bring Will McGarvey back in. No gain on that play call, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Carroll 15-yard line. Brock Riley split wide, the lone wide out to the right side. Now they'll split the trip package out wide to the left side. Here's Jensen looking, and they'll run the ball to McGarvey, wrapped up. And this time it was Bobby that got a hold of him rides them for after a gain of about 3 yards down. Well, they're going to give him a good spot of the ball inside the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 6.
Third down 4.
Bobby wrapped up around the 12, but he carried him for another 3 yards. So McGarvey, strong running back. But again, it's a third down call. Third down and a long 4. Taking a lot of time off the clock. We're approaching 8 minutes time remaining in this third quarter. Still 35-7. Option run left side. Here's a throw on the run. Tip ball is incomplete. Looking for Jeremy David, who had the touchdown catch earlier. But that'll bring up fourth down now. That ball was deflected right at the line of scrimmage.
Batted by 49, Tyler Langridge.
Tyler Langridge credited with getting a hand on the ball to knock that one up in the air and incomplete. Clock stopped with 7:56 remaining. Here in the third quarter, 35-7 Carroll. They'll work from the right side hash mark. They need 4 yards, good 4 yards on this fourth down call. Blitz is coming. Here's Jensen, throws the fade to the right corner. He's got a man, and going up, did they catch the ball? We wait for the official's indication, and they rule it no catch. Schumacher was there, and the ball was not controlled by David to the turf, so it's incomplete. A fourth down stop for Carroll, and they'll get the ball back on downs. Chargers will take over at their own 10-yard line. So Aiden Smith will bring the offensive unit out, and he has an empty backfield, 3 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Aiden Smith looks, now flush to his right, steps up, being pursued, and he's not going to get away. He's knocked down right around his own 2-yard line. Good coverage downfield that time by Warsaw, taking away the passing options from Aiden Smith.
Ball's at the 3.
Now Nick Parker comes into the ball game. So it will be second down. But the ball is back around the 3-yard line, they say, and they'll run the ball. And that's good for only about a couple of yards, maybe out to the 4-yard line.
Miato on the tackle. Novotny, the ball carrier.
Nick Novotny carried the ball that time. Checking out of there is Parker. It'll be third down, still 14. Carroll's got to get out to their own 10-yard line on this snap of the football. One running back in there. Here's the drop. And Aiden Smith, a lot of time in the pocket. Now it's disappearing. Flush to his right. Throws the ball in the middle of the field. And that's knocked away. Good defensive play by Warsaw. As coming across, that was Mario Flores that knocked the ball away. So it will be 3 and out for the Carroll Chargers after that impressive fourth down stop. Now Jack Shannon will be called upon to punt it away. So Warsaw is going to come away with some very good field position.
Shannon sets the kick for Carroll.
Brock Riley back in punt return. Waits at his own 41-yard line. Along the end line is Jack Shannon. He needs a good snap and got one. Rush is coming, though, and the kick is partially blocked. Straight in the air, fought for, and it's caught by Nick Parker. It did get across the line of scrimmage.
47, Jeremy David.
So that ball was blocked, and it'll be Warsaw's football. First and goal inside the Carroll 10. Let's see where they're going to spot that ball. It'll be at nose of the football just outside the 5. So a marvelous opportunity for Warsaw to get a little closer right here. They get the ball right back, first and goal, just outside the Carroll 5-yard line. Ball has not been marked ready for play. Warsaw's out there, also the Carroll defensive unit. Is Carroll short a man? Dylan Connor's not out there right now. And apparently they're going to go without him, at least for one snap. Here comes Jensen, brings his team up the line of scrimmage now. 2 wide either side of the field. They'll motion right. That's McGarvey. Flop him to the right side of Jensen, and they'll throw the quick slant, and they've got a quick touchdown. 5-yard touchdown pass. That was Jeremy David on the quick slant, coming from his slot position. So 1 play, 1 touchdown for Warsaw. 5-yard touchdown pass at the 6:42 mark. And the Tigers on the board for the second time tonight. And both these touchdown passes going to Jeremy David. Jensen wasting no time whatsoever. Quick slant. And the 6'4" David was there for the easy catch and grab. Now Mevis on to attempt the extra point. Right-footed kick. Booms it long and deep. That's almost to the school. That'll be good. 35-14 with a timeout here at Charger Field. And Warsaw trying to come from behind. We'll be back. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, the Warsaw Tigers getting points on the board now, and they're back within 3 touchdowns. Three-score lead still for the Chargers. You always wonder in situations like this, would Bill Jensen be tempted to try to go onside? Carroll might be thinking the same way. They've got 5 men, a lot of the sure hands folks up around the line of scrimmage. They do drop 3 back deep in kick return. And here we go. Comes the kick. They kick it long and deep. Mevis. And it'll go into the end zone. No chance for a return by Schumacher. So it'll come out to the 20-yard line. And Carroll had problems moving the football the last series. A sack against Aiden Smith moved them back inside the 5, and that led to a block punt that in turn led to the touchdown pass that got the second touchdown of the ball game for Warsaw on the board. Alex Anzavino will check in as the running back now for Carroll. And they'll spread the field with 2 wide either side of the field for Aiden Smith. Looking option run. He will work to the right side and nudges across the 20, brings it out to about the 23-yard line. So Aiden Smith.
Gain of 3, second and 7.
He'll pick up 3. Second down in 7. We're inside of 6.5 minutes already. Time remaining in this third quarter. Smith out of the shotgun formation now, looking to option run again. Looking, pitches the ball, and a cut to the 25, and out of bounds, pushed out of bounds, short of the 30, or right around the 30. Let's see where they're going to mark Ansavino.
Third down.
Well, he's short of the first down. He went out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so he needs still about 2.5, 3 yards. They'll bring Pelkington in. And let's see if Dylan Connor's going to be out there in the middle of this full house backfield. Tight formation, 2 tight ends in. And they'll give it again. And here is a straight ahead carry out to about the, well, they're not going to get there. Had to get out to the 30. And that carry is only out to the 28-yard line. So you can perhaps feel momentum is shifting. So it'll be 4th down and 2. And Warsaw's not dropping anybody back deep in punt return. They're not. Well, now they do. Riley will sprint back. And Shannon will had his last punt attempt partially blocked that led to the touchdown. And he waits at the 15. Rush is coming. The kick is away. Short kick, wobbly ball. That one will bounce, takes a Carroll bounce, and Riley picks it up and is gang tackled. And he'll have forward progress up around the 37, 38-yard line. So decent field position for the Warsaw Tigers. They scored their last possession to make it 35-14. Now with 5:23 remaining, they'll take over the football at their own 40-yard line. And Jeremy David has been the featured receiver, coming up with a 2 touchdowns scored. Looks like Riley might have been shaken up a little bit as he's helped to the sideline across the way. Of course, they lost Riley Rhodes last week, their top receiver, with 74 catches. They'll run the ball. McGarvey trying to sweep wide to the right side, trying to turn the corner. There's a penalty flag thrown at about the 42-yard line. And Warsaw has not been victimized with that many yellow flags thrown, but this one may go against the Tigers on this last play. It'll be holding the call against Warsaw. That'll back them up. So a play that starts at their own 40 is going to move them back. It will be first down. Officials working on one of the shoulder pads of James Jamesich. Meanwhile, the penalty walk-off will take the ball back to the 31-yard line.
First down 19.
First and 19 for the Warsaw Tigers. Backed up now to their own 31-yard line. Schumacher up on the corner, far side. And let's see what is here on the right side. They've got 2 safeties back outside the 40. As Jensen wants to throw, Rush steps up in the pocket, looking. Now pulls it down, looking late, throws the ball up and threw it away. He got to him, but just as he released that ball, no penalty flag thrown.
Second down.
Jensen, a good sense about when time is about to run on them. Or was there a penalty flag thrown? Referee talking to one of the officials out there. Did not see a penalty flag thrown, and there is not one. So they'll run the play clock once again with 5:10 remaining. Stopped on the incompleted pass, second down and long. Jensen with 3 wide to the left side. Looks, reverses back, screens the ball. A lot of green out there. Here's a run, and they've got almost to the first down as a run after the catch up to about the 49-yard line. It will be third down and 1. They've got to get to midfield, and a big play on.
That is a personal foul, face mask on Carroll.
Oh, Carroll with another penalty. Didn't see that one, but it's a face mask penalty. And the Chargers victimized again by the yellow laundry. The walk-off will take it inside the 40-yard line of Carroll all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Penalty will put the ball at the Charger 36.
So here comes Warsaw as Carroll tries to find a defensive answer. Jensen brings his team up to the line of scrimmage once again. Diamond alignment, 3 wide to the left. Takes the snap, looks to McGarvey. McGarvey trying to feel his way and can't find a hole. Wrapped up by Jamesich. And driven back. He did not get to the line of scrimmage. Parker was there also in on the stop. Well, they're going to give him a forward progress spot at the line of scrimmage. I did not think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock runs inside of 4.5 minutes now, and it will be second down and 10. He looked like he was a good 2 yards away from the 36-yard line. Feel a few sprinkles now here, and there was movement at the line of scrimmage, and that might be encroachment, or no. They shall force false start against Warsaw. Looked like Jamesich came across, but that's because he was drawn across. So we were hoping we'd get out of here before the rain materialized, but getting a few sprinkles now coming. And it'll be second down and 15. Just over 4 minutes time remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Jensen, looks, loads up, throws to the right, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Might have been Zach Schaefer, got a hand on the ball. Jamesich there again as well. And they'll bring up third down and long, third and 15. Mentioned last week, the ball game against Concord, Warsaw was just 6 of 24 on third down calls for 25%. They're about 34% for the year. They've got to get to the 27-yard line of Carroll on this snap. He'll roll to the left side. Jensen's got time. He's got room and throws the ball. He's got a catch. Little square out run on the near side to the 25-yard line. That was DeAndre Street, who's another tall receiver at 6'1". Left his feet, went up and got it, and they'll move the chains. And here come the Tigers once again, converting on third down.
Tiger first down.
Hickerson stays in. He's sent wide, part of a trips package to the wide side to the right. David is out there as well. They'll run the ball. And looking for running room, there is none. And a tackle for loss back around the 25-yard line. Schaefer was there. So McGarvey's tackled, loss of 1.
Second and 11.
3:37. Time ticking away in this third quarter. Warsaw standing around, waiting for the play to be wagged in from the sidelines. Play clock at 13. Jensen now ready to put the play in motion. Barking out the signals. He's got it. Looks left. Screens the ball right side. Thrown away. That'll be intended for McGarvey. That one had no chance. It was in front of him and low. So that'll stop the clock with 3:16 remaining in this third quarter. And another third down call coming up for the Tigers. Third down and 11. They've had some luck with quick slants. Last third down call went to Street on a little square out pattern. And they had third down and 15. Now they've got third and 11. They'll roll to the right. Jensen looking, sets his feet, throws the fade pattern to the corner of the end zone. No chance. And no penalty flag call. There was a little contact, little hand fighting on the fly pattern run to the right side by Street, but it's another penalty against Carroll, roughing the passer call, and that'll cost them. It was third down and 11. It was going to bring up fourth down and long. Instead, an automatic first down for the Tigers as they have new life here in the late going of this third quarter, trailing at 35-14. Well, a touchdown now would make it a 2-touchdown lead for Carroll.
First down.
Momentum has swung Warsaw's way. Riley back in there, sent as a wide out to the right. Up on the slot to the right side is Jeremy David. And now they're going to reposition him. He'll be sent wide to the left, and he's got palms extended. He's not quite sure where they want him. But here we go. Ball's marked ready for play. Jensen ready to take the snap again. Looks, throws to the right side. Same play, looking for Riley again. No chance. Throw coming to the corner, but double coverage down there, including Schumacher. So that'll stop the clock with 3:04 to play in this third quarter. A lot of attempts by young Michael Jensen, and he'll be back again next year. Came into the game with just under 2,000 passing yards, and you see why. Looking now, they give to McGarvey. McGarvey off tackle run to the left side, breaks it down inside the 10 to the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. And I believe he may have another first down. It'll be first and goal, or it will be third and short. It is third down in less than a yard.
Third and short.
2:53. The clock is moving here late in this third quarter. About the length of a football. Let's see if they go to McGarvey right again. Jensen out of the gun, waiting, and does hand to McGarvey. Cuts to his right, and he's got the first down, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So it'll be a touchdown run of 4 yards. Needed a yard. He'll get the score. 4-yard touchdown run by Will McGarvey. That comes at the 2:35 mark. So Warsaw trying to fight its way back out of a 28-point hole.
After the extra point.
Trailed 28-0, and then again 35-7. But the game has swung around. High snap, right-footed kick, high elevation. Certainly long enough, and it is good. It is now a 35-21 ball game, and this one is far from being over. We'll be back. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Every small business person has the same dread: taxes, reports, and bookkeeping. What are you to do? You know you can't afford the big guys to keep you legal and solvent? Well, now there's Walburn Financial Management to save the day. Here's their number. You're going to want to remember this one: 260-459-2240. That's 459-2240. Why? Well, Walburn Financial Management specializes in the little guy. With reasonable rates and sensible retainers, Walburn Financial Management, simply perfect for the small business budget.
And now back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody, to Charger Field. The momentum seems to be shifting. Last 2 touchdowns on the board put on by the Warsaw Tigers, and it's now just down to a 2-touchdown lead by Carroll. And Mevis will tee it up at the 40, but Phil Jensen's got to have some confidence, I would think, now in his defense, as they've forced Carroll the last 2 possessions to the poor field position and capitalized. And here they go again with a kick, long end over end, looking, and that'll go into the end zone. Schumacher, it'll be a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. And let's see if the Carroll Chargers are able to come up with adjustments offensively. They've not been able to run like they were in the first half. They've not been able to throw like they were in the first half. As Warsaw has done a very good job of taking away the passing options of quarterback Aiden Smith. He's been either sacked or tackled for a loss on the 2 previous series. And now we'll see what they can come up with. A little motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Aiden Smith, calls his own number, hit from behind, trying to feel his way for maybe a pickup of about a yard.
Short gain, Riley.
Maybe a couple yards, so let's call it a gain of 2 and 2nd down and 8.
David.
Very light sprinkles now.
In on the play for Warsaw.
In on the... As we count down the time here, just over 2 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and long. Here's Smith wanting to throw, being pressured again. Screens throw, and that one right through the outstretched hands. Kind of a low ball, but Schmeling just could not find the handle on it. Led his team with 6 catches last week against Concordia, had a touchdown, and averaged over 21 yards a catch. But Carroll trying to find the intensity and the focus, the ability to execute now, as they're starting to see it all go away. 3rd and long, a roll to the right side. And here's a throw. That's a catch made by Coney Dinan, I believe it is, as he's all the way across the 35 to the 40-yard. Schmeling, they went right back to Schmeling.
Tackled by 15, Jacob Foster.
That is number 2. His number kind of rolled up under his jersey. And sometimes hard to tell between 2 and 3, but that is a catch by Schmeling, good for a 1st down. And just like that, improving field position for the Chargers at their own 41. Now they work from the right side hash mark, option run, penalty flag, and procedure, the call. Somebody was moving. And that'll cost the Chargers 5 yards. They had 100 yards in penalties despite the big win, 49-7 over Concordia last week. And they've been victimized by penalties once again here tonight. 1st down and 15 with 1:39 remaining in this 3rd quarter. 35-21, so the issue is tightened. Here's an option run, and they pitch the ball up the middle, and there's a penalty flag again. As a good move right side, as that was Nick Novotny cutting to his right, but once again holding against Carroll. And penalties big time affecting the Chargers. Instead of having a 1st down, penalty's going to move them back. Brian Mosier, our referee, made that call. Holding once again the call against the Chargers. That'll move it back to their own 27-yard line. It'll be 1st down, but 1st down and 24.
1st down, 24.
Now the Tigers bring 10 men up within about 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Smith out of the gun, rolls to his left side once again, looking, throws on the run. There's a ball caught. They'll get the penalty yardage back. Becker lost the ball, and I think it's grabbed by Warsaw, and let's see how they're going to rule it. It'll be a fumble recovery, so Becker had the catch, got the penalty yardage back, but then could not control it, and a fumble recovery at the Carroll 44 has Warsaw in business once again. So mistakes and penalties starting to take their toll against Carroll. And Warsaw now with a chance to get it down to a 7-point difference if they can score here. 1:11 on the clock late in the third quarter. Bunch line up to the left side. Play action fake. Jensen looking to throw long. He's got Hickerson downfield, but that one overshot him. Thomas Hickerson, a 6'3 senior wideout, had a step inside the 10. Is Jensen going for the home run ball, but throwing it long and incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:05 remaining here in this third quarter. Well, Carroll looked like they were home free at 35-7. But mistakes and then a resilient Warsaw attack. 35-21 where we stand now. Second down and 10. Jensen again hands it off, and there's a run right side. Big run. That's Sullivan able to get to the outside. They got a good seal block, and they'll have another first down. Angled run by Robbie Sullivan, finding some opening. Came in with 279 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. And that run will take the ball down to the 33-yard line of Carroll with 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. Diamond lined up again to the left side. They look again and trying to cut it out to the left side. There's Sullivan this time knocked down. He'll gain about 2, maybe 3 yards down to about the 31-yard line. Dylan Connor came up and applied the tackle. Call it a gain of 2, second down and 8. Clock is moving. We're inside of 38 seconds time remaining late in this third quarter. Second down and 8. Jensen, 2 wide either side of the field. Waiting for the snap of the football. He's got it. Quick slant. Hickerson's got it and drives his way still on his feet down close to the 20. And he'll have a first down now. Another late penalty flag. And let's see if that's going against Carroll. Doug Dinan's got to be beside himself. Jamesich, very frustrated, just threw up his hands in disgust. Personal foul against Carroll once again. That'll be another big walk-off, at least half the distance to the goal. Wow, this game has really turned around. That'll move the ball down to the 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 9 with 18.9 seconds remaining. Jeremy David up in the slot, the left side. And Jensen looking to run the ball. Off tackle run, left side. That'll be a gain to the 5 and should be the final play of this third quarter. Sullivan took it down. Knee might have hit back at the 6. No, they'll give him a spot at the 5, and that'll be it for the third quarter. But Warsaw right back in this ball game driving. They'll have it at the 5-yard line of Carroll when we start quarter 4 action. 35-21 Chargers our score. We'll be back. This is Tournament Football, IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
Trust the doctors at the IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Comets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, or joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
You're listening to the high school football game of the week on WGL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody, to Charger Field. Wow, how's this game is turned around, 35-21. But Warsaw scored 14 unanswered points, trying to make it 21 in a row. And they've got it. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. Jensen with McGarvey back in there as the running back. They'll give the ball to him. Off tackle run to the right side, and is upended at the 4. Falls forward down to inside the 3, close to the 2. So that'll bring up third down and goal. They'll mark it at the 2-yard line. Riley into the game. He's the lone wide out to the right side. Raises his hand. 6'3" senior. They'll come up and press coverage on him. Third down and goal from the 2. They'll give it off McGarvey. Spun around and dropped. Let's see. Tommy Bobey shot through there. Got a hand on him. And Chase Walter. That's a loss back at the 4. So now to bring up fourth down. And let's see, are they going to call a timeout? They will. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 4. Timeout called by Warsaw. 35-21 our score. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Next time you're downtown and needing to feed your sweet tooth, you're just a few steps away from Rudy's, Fort Wayne's perfect location for stocking up on those famous-to-brand gourmet chocolates the Summit City is famous for. Rudy's is located just catty-corner from the main entrance to Parkview Field. In fact, Rudy's is a great place to meet up with friends before an event at the ballpark. There's even outside patio seating, ideal for relaxing after work. With a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas to choose from as well, Rudy's, distinctly different in downtown Fort Wayne.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Every play so critical, every snap. It'll be 4th and goal. Warsaw keeping the offensive unit out there. They're trailing it by 14 points. They've got it at the Carroll 4-yard line. McGarvey, the running back, rolled to the right side. Jensen looking, throws the ball late, tipped away, and it is incomplete. That was knocked away in and out of the hands. Riley had it for a moment, but could not control it to the turf. And a critical goal line stand by Carroll. They'll take over the football, 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line. Well, the touchdown would have made this a 7-point ball game at 35-28, but Carroll found a way to make a play defensively. And now they'll take over the football, trying to move it and trying to also run some clock. Still 11:06 remaining in what is now down to a 14-point lead. Obviously, they want to run the ball. Off tackle to the right side. Gain out across the 6. Did he lose the ball again? Penalty flag, I think, thrown in there. Or was that a beanbag? But boy, a big scramble for the ball. Let's see if Warsaw's got it. They think they do again. Still no indication by the officials, and Warsaw's got it. On a fumble, they'll have it back at the 9. So more problems for the Chargers. They gave up the ball earlier at the 44-yard line. No points were scored. It ended up being a 4th down stop at the 4-yard line. And now a fumble recovery is giving them at the ball again at the Carroll 10-yard line. Jensen, new life for the Tigers, trailing it by 2 touchdowns. Still over 11 minutes remaining. Here's a run play to the left side. Nothing doing. I think that was Jamesich that pinched in there from his left defensive end position and knocked down McGarvey. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Carroll trying to dig down deep here in this 4th quarter and keep it a 2-score lead. They'll work from the left side hash mark. Jensen. They'll come up and press coverage on the outside for Carroll's defensively. And here's Jensen looking. Now throws the ball away to the left corner. He was just throwing that up and kind of into the direction of a receiver. Hope he could maybe make an over-the-shoulder catch, but incomplete.
Third down.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Well, a field goal, by the way, if you're looking ahead, they're just 2 of 10 in field goals. Now, 5 of them have come from long range. They're 0 for 2 from 40 to 49 yards and 0 for 3 in 50 yards or longer. 3rd down and goal from the 10. Jensen takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking, throws on the run, and incomplete. There was a little contact. The feet got tangled up, but don't think we see a penalty flag. They call it incidental contact, and incomplete will bring up 4th down and goal. That was close. They love to run those little square outs. Now what do we have? 10:09 remaining on the clock. And 4th down coming up from the 10. Still from the left side hash mark. 3 wide to the right, including Street. Jensen takes the snap. Short drop. Steps up. Throws the left. He's got a catch, but that's far short of the end zone. So another 4th down stop by Carroll. Their 2nd straight 4th down stop. They'll take over the football again, but can they hold on to the football? That'll be the question. But the defense doing what they can do, trying to keep it a 2-score lead at 35-21 with still 10:02 remaining. But when the mistakes start happening, then as a unit, especially if you're a skill position player, you start thinking about things and maybe overthinking things. Aiden Smith will take this snap from standing near the goal line. And he wants to run to the left side. Looking for a block. Gets one. Cuts to the 5, to the 10, 15. And out of bounds short of the 20-yard line. But that gets him a little breathing room. Good, hard, determined run that time by Aiden Smith to the near sidelines. That'll be good for a 1st down.
That run good for another Charger 1st down.
They'll spot that ball at about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ball spotted as he's 18.
For Carroll, moving it from right to left. Out of the south end zone. Remember, you can catch video highlights and game replays anytime at SummitCitySports.com, and usually on most nights and on the weekends you'll have 3 game replays plus highlights and interviews. Now they run to the right side. Aiden Smith looking. Now forced to run. Cuts back to the left side. Spun around as he backed across the 20 up to about the 22-yard line. They're going to spot that ball at the, it'll be a gain of about 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Chargers. Trying to run some clock. It'll move inside. 9.5 minutes time remaining here in the 4th quarter. Still 35-21. Chargers have not scored in the 2nd half. They led 35-7 at halftime. They'll hand the ball off and a run-off tackle straight ahead across the 30-yard line, and they've got another 1st down. Trying to hold on the ball. Warsaw trying to strip it away. That'll be a gain out to the 32-yard line. So the Chargers the hard way. Alex Anzavino getting the call. Now they bring Parker in and they set him up on the wing to the right side. Carroll's job right now, run clock and pick up 1st downs. And play action fake. And here's Parker, looks near side and threw that ball too high. A little square out run this time to the near side by Schmeling. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 8:55 to play. Winner goes against the Homestead Northrop winner. Carroll, if they continue to hold on to the lead and win this ball game, they're going on the road regardless who wins that other game. Now they've got 2nd down and 10. Smith, offset eye to the right side. Loads now being pressured. Steps out of it. Rolls to his left side. Cuts to the 30-yard line. And comes across the 35. Got a big block. Peel back block that time. Jesse Lawson came back and freed up some extra yards that time. Run by Aiden Smith. They'll spot that ball up around the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. 38-yard line is where they spot it. And the clock stopped as Smith went out of bounds with 8:47 remaining. They're going to go back to that offset eye to the right side. Smith again looking to hand the ball off. An off tackle run crossing the 40 up to about the 45. That'll be good for a first down.
Mark 50, Carroll 45.
Good run that time. Determined effort by Alex Enzavino. 5'11" senior, 175-pounder, ran for 842 yards last year to lead Carroll in that category. Been averaging right around 4.5 yards a carry this year. Cody Dinan now comes back in, improving field position for the Chargers. They're going to have it at their own 45-yard line. Still some light sprinkles falling here at Charger Field. And 1st and 10 for Carroll. 8.5 minutes away from playing for a sectional championship. A little motion left to right as Enzavino is met at the line of scrimmage, but drives the pile forward up to about the 40, across the 47, very close to the 48-yard line. As we mentioned, all important is the time remaining.
Second down.
Gain is, let's call it 3, 2nd down and 7. Clock will move inside of 8 minutes before this play is over. As Aiden Smith wants to throw, looks near side's got a catch. That's Becker, spun around and big hit. Takes it inside the 40-yard line. Was that helmet to helmet? Well, the Charger fans below us, they were ready to throw a penalty flag, but
play good for the Charger. First down.
Coming up and making that hit was Dylan Childers, but it's another first down for Carroll, so exactly what the doctor ordered for the Chargers. Getting first downs, running some time. Clock stopped at 7:59 remaining. And Zavino, it's Aiden Smith. Nice move up the middle. Cuts to the 40. Got another couple of yards down further deep into Warsaw territory, down to about the 38. It's only a gain of 2 yards, but again, it looked like Warsaw had him trapped for a loss back outside the 40. And he ends up gaining positive yards and runs for about 4 for a positive gain of 2 yards. Smith stays in the pistol alignment, running back lined up behind him. Looks again. Now he runs to his right. Looking. Now trying to make a move to the outside. Brought it to the 35. Stepped out of bounds. Maybe another yard down close to the 34. We'll wait and see on that Warsaw side where he did go out of bounds. Again, that'll stop the clock with 7:21 remaining. And that's got to be very frustrating for the Tigers and their fans. By the way, they've brought a good crowd from Warsaw here tonight for this sectional first-round matchup. Looks like the rain's starting to abate even a little bit more than we saw earlier. So that's a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Carroll with tight trips package to the left. Split to the wide side. Blitz is coming. Smith rolls away from it. Throws the middle. And that one was nearly intercepted right in and out of the hands of Dylan Childers. But incomplete. And boy, that could have turned the complexion of this game around in a hurry.
41, Norfolk 14. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
35-21 here. 7:17 remaining. It'll be 4th down. Looks like Carroll, Doug Dinan is going to keep the offensive unit out there. They're trying to reach the Warsaw 30. They need 4 yards. 4th down coming up. Dylan Smith 3 wide. Blitz is coming. He rolls to his left. Looking, throws, and that one is caught. Near side, inside the 30-yard line. They've got a first down. Hayden Newland with a key critical catch for the Chargers to keep them in possession of the football. On 4th down and 4, they convert. So it'll be 1st and 10, Carroll. Their lead is 14 here now with just over 7 minutes remaining. They'll go back to the offset I. Offset to the right side, and Savino angling between guard and tackle and just carries the pile down close to the 20-yard line. Power football once again. Nick Parker in there as the up back.
Miano on the tackle.
Miano's credited with the stop, and that gain will be down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. That's another gain of about 5, close to 6 yards.
Norwell 0, that's the final.
It'll be second down and 5. Inside of 7 minutes, time remaining now. One wide to the right. And a little motion that time. Anzavino trying to break out to the right side. Spun around, trying to hold on the ball. Backpedaled his way close to the 20-yard line. He'll be short of the first down stick. They're going to mark that ball just outside the 20, so it'll bring up, let's see, third down and still 4. Now Dylan Connor will check back in. We would expect that power lineup coming in. Once again, the full house backfield that we've seen. Brandon Kimes will also check in as one of the blockers. Well, they got 2 downs to pick up a little more than 4 yards. And here is Connor. No, it's they changed up and handed off. They've got the first down. Run inside the 15 down to the 12. Nick Parker got the call that time. Everybody from a Warsaw standpoint was keying on number 5, Dylan Connor, and they gave it off to Nick Parker. Lawson a little bit slow getting back to the pile, the talented center for Carroll. 1st and 10. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Clock shows 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Now the full house backfield, 2 tight ends in. Hayden Smith under center. Play clock at 7. Looking, here's a straight ahead carry, and there's Dylan Connor dragging tacklers. Did he get into the end zone? He's down inside the 5, got down to the 1. It'll be second down. Well, I think he's got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Carroll, right around the 1-yard line of Warsaw. Well, from a point of leading at 35-7, Carroll saw Warsaw put 2 scores on the board, and twice they had it. A chance to, here's a driving into the end zone. It'll be a touch by Aiden Smith. Well, Carroll's defense may have saved the day, and now Carroll's offense comes alive with an impressive drive, eating up time and driving into the end zone. Aiden Smith with the touchdown run. That's his 12th rushing touchdown of the year, and that'll make it a 20-point lead at 41-21 with 5:09 remaining.
Damasic set to snap. Dinan Holm. And Zini for the extra point try.
And Zini, haven't seen him out there in a while. This will be the first score of the second half. Warsaw coming up the middle. The kick is on the way, end over end, long enough and good. So maybe some icing on the cake with just over 5 minutes remaining. And that'll make it 42-21, back to a 21-point lead. And we'll be back in a moment. We'll step out. This is IHSAA Tournament Football right here on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Hi, Charlie Momter here from Momter Insulation. It's never too late to add insulation. You'll be amazed at the results when our Momter professionals retrofit your walls and attics with high-quality insulation. When we're finished, you'll stay warmer and hopefully save money on your heating bills as well. Momter, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Call today at 432-7543.
Let's back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Kind of nail and biting time here for the Chargers fans, as twice they had the ball down, not only in the red zone, but it took a pair of 4th down stops, once at the Carroll 4, another one at the Carroll 10, denying the end zone to the Warsaw Tigers, and the Chargers able to hold on, and now at maybe an insurance touchdown score to make it 42-21 with still just over 5 minutes time remaining. Riley back deep as Shannon will kick it away, backpedaling at the 4. Here's Riley looking to run middle of the field, being chased by Parker. Cuts to his left, got some running room across the 25 to the 30, and he'll try to get out of bounds, and does, up around the 30-yard line to leave 4:59 remaining in this ball game, and perhaps in the season for Warsaw, unless they can manage 3 touchdowns here in the final 4:59.
Homestead 48, Northrop 14.
got a score on that Homestead Northrop game, 48-14 in favor of the Spartans. Looks like Carroll may be going back for another rematch with Homestead next Friday night. 1st and 10 here. 3 wide to the right for Jensen. Needs instant points. Looking to throw. The rush is on. Jamesic looking, and stepping out of bounds. Far side, just carrying it out of bounds was Jensen to stop that clock with 4:54 remaining. He'll get to about 3 yards on that scramble run, or will he? No, they back him up now, and it'll be a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Warsaw had lost 2 straight ball games, both on the road. Carroll had won 2 straight ball games here at home. And just about under 5 minutes away from a 3rd straight win. This time, Robbie Sullivan trying to sweep to the left side, and now a late penalty flag. That's a loss. Kimes was there with Jamesic, and let's see what this penalty is going to be about. Looks to be going against Carroll yet again. Brian Mosier called it. What is that, a sideline warning? Personal foul, Carroll.
Foul on Carroll.
Wow. Doug Dinan about 3 steps onto the field. Not at all happy. And he's got eye contact with Brian Mosier, the referee. And Coach Dinan still yelling out. But that will move the ball up to the 47-yard line. And now Mosier looking back to Coach Dinan. Here we go, Jensen, though. Clock is running inside of 4.5 minutes. They'll run McGarvey, and he's swarmed upon. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Jamesic on the tackle. 2nd down.
Personal fouls, you never know. Is it a late hit? Is it a... You just don't know what it is that the officials are detecting. Late hit. Just we've seen a couple of face masks. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Jensen from his own 47-yard line. Looks again to take the snap. Play action fake. Throws a quick slant. That's blocked away. And I mean, that one came back beyond Jensen.
Incomplete.
I don't know who got a hand on it, but that was a volleyball spike all the way back behind Jensen. That one came back like a shot. So now it's 3rd down and 10 with 3:57 to play. We're at the line of scrimmage, ready to go to work once again. Jensen ready to take that snap. There was now no movement across. They did not get across into the neutral zone. Carroll was showing blitz, and now what do we have? Officials blow the whistle. And they reset the play clock for some reason. Don't know what that was about. 3rd down and 10. Jensen out of the shotgun formation again. Drops to throw. Looking. Flush to his left. Throws on the runs. Got a no, and a drop. Well, David, who's had 2 touchdown catches tonight, and probably the easiest ball he may have had to handle, right in his numbers, but turned to run and lost control. Incomplete, and they'll bring up 4th down in Warsaw. They've got to have it now with 3:52 remaining, trailing on the road by 21 points. They've got to get to the Carroll 43-yard line on this snap. Jensen ready, 2 wide either side of the field. He wants to throw again, being pressured. They wrap up on him, and they've got him, and that should do it. No, he got rid of the ball late, but that's got to be in the grasp. And Carroll with their 3rd straight 4th down stop. They had 2 inside their 10-yard line, and now this one will give them possession at the 43-yard line of the Warsaw Tigers. So now it's just a matter of running some time with 3:46 remaining. Nick Novotny will check into the backfield as the running back. You would expect to see a steady diet of run calls right now. Or will we? Aiden Smith looking in. Read option. Gives it to Novotny. Some running room. Breaks it to the right side. He's behind the defense, being chased by Riley. They're not going to catch him today. Into the end zone. A dash by Novotny of 43 yards. So a one-play scoring dash by Nick Novotny. That's his 5th rushing touchdown. of the year. And icing on the cake further for the Carroll Chargers that they build it out to a 48-21 lead now. Time of the score at 3:36. Well, you need just some yards. You need some time. And Novotny, once he was into that second level, just broke to his right in a foot race with Brock Riley and won the foot race for the touchdown of 43 yards. Now Anzini kind of hitched a little bit as he came up there, but still got the conversion to make it a 49-21 lead for the Carroll Chargers. So some anxious moments in the second half for Carroll and their fans, but feeling a lot better right now. Up 49-21 with a timeout. This is IHS Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
So, that's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, find an effective method to accomplish your goal. Select the proper loan and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
And now back to the IHS AA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, this is the third straight game that the Carroll Chargers have scored 49 points here at home. And who would have believed it? It seemed like scant minutes ago. This game was definitely in doubt as Warsaw had scored 2 touchdowns, and twice they had it inside the Carroll 10, and twice the Carroll defense stopped them. Rain beginning to fall a little heavier now. Jack Shannon ready to kick it away. Tees it up from the 40-yard line. Hits it high, end over end. Riley whistles blowing all the way. And looks like this will be yet another penalty. Procedure against Carroll.
False start on the Chargers.
False start against Carroll. This has been a nightmare as far as penalties. And Doug Dinan he's got a head of steam up on that sideline. He's not happy with some of the calls, but also he's not happy with his team at times, with just not playing very disciplined at times, making dumb decisions. So that'll cost him 5 yards. It will back the ball up to the 35, where Shannon again will kick it away with still 3:36 remaining. But we're back to a 28-point lead for the Chargers here at home. And it looks like they're headed to Homestead next Friday night for a rematch with their former NHC rivals. Shannon again hits it high, end over end. Riley running up to it's got it at the 12. Looks left side, works to the 15, and lowers the shoulder, brings it across the 20 to the 25. Pushed back, clock ran down to 3:28. So once again, we'll see Michael Jensen, the sensational junior quarterback. Came into the ball game averaging over 216 yards a game through the air. And with his production there tonight is well over 2,000 yards for the season. Came in with 1949 and 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Schumacher picked him early in the ball game for an 80-yard pick-6 return, touchdown. And now another penalty flag thrown. And what is this going on? That came deep in the secondary of Carroll. They're looking a sideline warning. Boy, these guys suddenly are getting very, very picky on anything and everything. Guess that's a warning, so they do not have. And you got to start thinking about everything you're doing. I dare say that Doug Dinan may have a few words with this crew before this night is over. And here's the option. They'll hand the off. Nothing there. Jamesich again. He's had a tremendous night, a tremendous season. They try to run that ball. They've got that's Joe Harness that's come in now at quarterback. So Jensen, his night is done. Joe Harness is a 5'10 sophomore. Thrown for only 19 yards this year. No touchdowns, no interceptions. So having a little tournament experience now. Option run, keeps it himself, works left side, and turns the corner, runs out of bounds, gains about 4 or 5 yards out there to stop the clock with 2:51 remaining. So some new numbers in there for the Warsaw Tigers. You mentioned Harness at quarterback. Looks like Luke Delp is also checked into the ball game. Now I show him as 2 quarterbacks, but we'll see exactly who is running the offense. They've got 3 wide to the right side. It'll be 3rd down and 5. That was a gain of 5 yards. Get another read option and run to the right side. But this time, not going anywhere was Joe Harness. Harness running things at quarterback with 2:40, chased down to bring up 4th down, and they will kick the ball away. Looks like the Chargers are going to keep their first unit as far as punt returners in there with Schmeling and Schumacher dropping back in punt return, waiting at about their own 35-yard line. Beavis, who showed quite a leg here tonight, very impressive by that young man. And he's waiting to punt the ball at his own 17. He's had a couple of high. There's a ball, gets by him. Back around the 10. He's got time to pick it up and roll to his left. Steps out of 1 tackle, still trying to run, and is finally pushed out of bounds on the far side up around the 25, 26-yard line. So Carroll will get the ball back with 1:55 remaining. And barring timeouts, we should see a couple of kneel downs, and this one should go in the books with a Carroll victory. People will look at this score, 49-21, and kind of go, oh, just another ho-hum night for the Carroll Chargers. It was anything but that. After a 35-7 lead, Warsaw made it interesting. They scored 2 touchdowns and twice had the ball inside the Carroll 10, but came away with no points. They had a chance to get it down to 1 touchdown difference and maybe a tie ball game. And now let's see, Aiden Smith does stay out there. They'll go with the straight eye formation, and they will run the ball, and not much there. Drew Brock was there to make the stop.
Andavino on the carry. 72, Drew Brock with the tackle.
And Zavino got the call, gains a couple yards. Down to 1:38.
Final score, Homestead 48, Northrop 14.
48-14 final. Homestead did beat Northrop. So Carroll going back to Homestead for the rematch next Friday night. 49-21 here. Inside of 90 seconds, time remaining. Smith now with the offset eye to the right side. And taking the play clock down as far as he can. Looks again with a handoff. Gain, and Zavino carries to the 20, got pushed back.
3rd down.
Everybody's still flying around down there. Warsaw trying to strip the ball away. And we're down to under a minute. It'll be 3rd down and 7. In Carroll, no hurry. Still huddled up, kind of looking back at the Carroll bench. With still 15 on the play clock. Game clock is down to 43 seconds. Aiden Smith under center, straight eye formation this time. Trying to play clock at 3, at 2, and they do get the play off, and Zavino cuts it up the middle, battling inside the 15 and all the way down to the 10, and that will do it. He's got a 1st down, and clock will stop with 26.9 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and goal. Those are the football just inside the Carroll 10. And let's see if now they assume the victory formation here in the final seconds of this ball game. Clock does run. And they will do exactly that. Aiden Smith under center. And the final 7 seconds, and that'll do it. And this game will go in the books. 49-21, Carroll gets the victory here at home. Not without some drama here in the second half, when Warsaw gave them a scare with 2 scores, and we're driving and knocking on the door for possible another 2 scores. But Carroll's defense stands tall, and then the offense comes through late to make it a 49-21 victory. With the win, Carroll advances now to the championship game next week against Homestead. They'll take a 6-7-3 record on the road and Warsaw season is over. They'll bow out at 4-6. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with our post-game presentation. Carroll gets the win here at home. Third straight game. They've scored 49 points here at Charger Field. 49-21 our final. This is IHSAA Tournament Football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Hi, this is Russ Isaacs, former head football coach and athletic director at Snyder High School. I can tell you from personal experience that next to winning a championship, nothing compares to receiving a championship ring. The ring is a culmination of high achievement and adds tremendously to a student-athlete's self-esteem.
Take it from the coach. Honor your achieving student-athlete with a championship ring from Signature Style Jewelry. Join the winner's circle. Get a free price quote and your artwork today. Call Todd Oliver at 800-273-8124, extension 3. That's 800-273-8124, extension 3. Write it down, 800-273-8124, extension 3. Or email him at todd@signaturestylegewelry.com. That's Todd at signaturestylegewelry.com. Signature Style Jewelry, the leading online retailer of championship rings, class rings, and fashion jewelry.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular, something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP. Excellent idea. Bold move, JP. We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
McDonald's presents Choices. Jeff, would you rather have real breakfast like an Egg McMuffin or burnt toast?
Egg McMuffin.
And would you rather play sick guitar solos or be fluent in 4 languages? Nice choices, Jeff. Get to McDonald's and choose a real breakfast.
Keep it real with an Egg McMuffin or Sausage McMuffin with Egg Sandwich. Now part of the all-day breakfast menu. Mix or match any two for just $3.50 at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Price a single item on menu.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, as we mentioned, people look at that score, 49-21, and they say, oh, another easy ball game for the Carroll Chargers. Third straight game they've scored 49, put it on the board here at home, but it was anything but that. Let's pick up the scoring at halftime. It was 35-7, and then after a 4th down stop, a block punt would set up the Warsaw Tigers in the second half, and it would lead to a one-play 5-yard Jensen to Jeremy David touchdown toss. So a good start for the Tigers in the second half. They cut a 35-7 ball game down to 35-14. And then McGarvey would take the ball from 4 yards out at the 2:35 mark of the third quarter, 35-21, down to a 14-point difference in the contest. And then it got crazy. Combination of penalties and turnovers by Carroll made it very interesting. Took over a fumble recovery at the Carroll 44. That led to no points as the Chargers had a 4th down stop. They took over then at their own 4-yard line. And once again, it would be a fumble that gave Warsaw another chance. This time they would take over at the 10-yard line. And no points on the board. 2 back-to-back goal line 4th down stops by Carroll were just absolutely huge toward the end of that 3rd quarter, early into the 4th quarter, when the issue was in doubt. At that point, 35-21 ball game. It remained that way until after another 4th down stop by the Chargers. As they took over the ball at their own 10-yard line, they would run the ball and move the ball on the ground, setting up a 1-yard Aiden Smith touchdown run at the 5:09 mark to make it 42-21. And then after yet another 4th down stop, they took over the ball at their own 43-yard line, or I should say at the Warsaw 43-yard line, and that would set the stage for a 43-yard touchdown romp by Nick Novotny for the final points of the night at the 3:36 mark, and our 49-21 final in favor of the Chargers. Let's bring you up to date on some other scores elsewhere going on. We mentioned Homestead with a win over Northrop. It'll be Carroll at Homestead next Friday night in the Sectional 3 Championship. The 5A teams will get underway as well next week. We'll take a look at the parades that'll be coming up next Friday night in that one. As far as other finals that we have, it was New Haven with a win over Mississinawa. We believe that was 40-0, the final over the Indians in that one. Last report, Dwenger was big over Wayne at 35-0, but that was quite a while ago. Concordia wins big tonight. They win at home over Norwell at Zollner Stadium 51-0. And another final, it is Woodland with a 42-7 win over Central Noble. A game that apparently is still going on, but a lot of scoring. Is Lures still leading at Northwestern, which is outside of Kokomo, 61-26 in that ball game. That's about going to wrap things up here tonight from Charger Field, as Carroll relies on their defense and finally resilient, surviving some big penalties here tonight. A lot to work on before Homestead next week, but the Chargers aligned for the sectional championship next Friday night, winning by a final score of 49-21. Special thanks to our studio producer. His name was Patrick the Prince Plummer. Until next Friday night somewhere, check our promos and check on Fox Sports where we will be. We'll let you know as the week wears on, and once we know all how the scores shake out here tonight, but we'll let you where we'll be somewhere, we know that. And Carroll will go on to play Homestead. That's going to wrap things up. 49-21, the final score here tonight in favor of Carroll. And that will wrap things up. Special thanks, we mentioned, to Patrick Plummer. And I'm Joe Parson. Thanks so very much for listening. So long, everybody, until next Friday night.
Did you know the IRS tax code now consists of nearly 80,000 pages of rules and regulations? It's enough to make you cry. But now there's real affordable help right here in Fort Wayne. Walburn Financial Management, a firm that cuts right through the legalese, working hard for you, providing external solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. Walburn Financial Management, taking flawless care of all your personal reporting, P&L, or even individual tax requirements. Give them a call, 260-459-2240. You'll sleep better at night being assured everything's taken care of. Walburn Financial Management.
I like things fast. That's why I like roller coasters, guitar solos, and race cars. That's also why I love Fios Internet from Frontier. Now with 1 year of Amazon Prime. I use blazing fast Fios Internet to get instant access to Amazon Prime movies and TV shows. Plus I get unlimited photo storage, music, and Kindle books. And you can't beat free 2-day shipping.
Get Fios Internet from Frontier for $24.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 1 year agreements on new internet service, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Oh yeah, life in the fast lane.
Get Fios Internet for $24.99 per month with 30 megabits per second upload and download speed, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime included. Call 1-888-FRONTIER. Limited time offer for qualifying services. Taxes, fees, and other restrictions apply. 1 year of Amazon Prime service included with 1 year agreement on new internet service. A maximum $100 early termination fee applies. Subject to availability. Fios Marks owned by Verizon Trademark Services, LLC, and used under license.
You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros? Check. College? Check. Your 8-year-old's Pee-wee game? Big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meijer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate. Tail later at Meijer.
brought to you by Meijer. Meijer is proud to support IHSAA football.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Text the word FAST SIGNS to 90407 to receive sales and discounts. Missed a great high school game recently? Or simply want to revisit that game-changing electric play that turned everything all around? Well, now there's a great new opportunity to do just that. Catch all the exciting action of our live radio broadcast simply by visiting SummitCitySports.com after our game broadcast. Plus, many other high school sports highlights to choose from as well. It's all new and available now at SummitCitySports.com.
You've been listening to IHS AA Football, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine, a winning combination with the IHS AA, and by Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket. Proud sponsors of tonight's game also include Meijer, proud supporters of youth sports, Bumper Insulation with over 40 years of quality professional insulation, Walburn Financial Management, providing affordable solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems, Midwest America Credit Union, altogether better, Signature Style Rings, enhance the self-esteem of your student athlete, Jefferson Point, shopping with a special point of view, McDonald's, I'm loving it, Aaron Chiropractic, specializing in spinal health, Stiefel, a firm of choice, Tom Steel Tire Service, building trust with customers for over 30 years, and with special promotional consideration by the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette. Nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette.